Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Newcastle Fans TV. Today we play Liverpool away at Anfield, starting at 8 UK time. Going to be a difficult fixtures. I don't think we need to expect much of today's game, as we know why we are not on the best form. Although under how we didn't lose too much, but it didn't look good last week against Leicester, for example. Last weekend actually. Came back from a win. We had a first win though the week before, but yeah, it's going to be a difficult evening, so to say. I think most we can get from the game is probably 1 point. Anyway, good evening, everyone. Drop your comments, get them going, as I'm on my own first, as Liam is still working until just before kickoff. Carl is going to jump in as well, only for the first half, also just before kickoff. So before kickoff, he has to do it just with me, if that's all right with you guys. I'm just going real quickly through some comments before I go to the lineups. So everyone likes to know them, I can imagine. Dark by Design says Virgil van Dijk is out. I'm not really too sad about that, to be fair. All games on Saturday are off too. I think Sunday against Man City will be off. It probably looks like it. It will be a read for us if our next fixtures all get rescheduled, as that takes us closer to January, and I rather prefer more playing these fixtures in after January than right now. There is some sort of surprise in the lineups, but I will get to that soon, though. Good afternoon, Ando Spectre. I'm not sure if it's afternoon for you, but it is for me. I'm not sure where you're from, mate. If you can let us know, then. Andrew, a member of us. Evening, everyone. Hope everyone is well. I'm well, Andrew. What about yourself, mate? I hope you're doing good. As you guys can see, he has that funny icon next to his name, as he is a member. If you want, you can become a member of our YouTube channel. You get loads of extra videos, minimum 15 plus per month, and the step-in Premier subscription is already just $199. Sorry. And the premium one is $4.99, and then you get even a little bit extra videos as well that are only for premium subscriptions. And you just help the channel out. Let's be fair. If you like what we're doing, consider at least to be subscribe to the channel and do the subscription, the paid subscription. Before we get to the lineups, please smash this like button. That would help as well. Just go through a few more comments before I head over to there. JB, hi guys, how are you? I'm good, mate. Thank you. Same for Jamie. Hi, mate. And Sean is saying we need a dodgy lasagna moment to get anything from this. I guess you're right, mate. Unfortunately, I would be just happy if we can get away with at least a good effort. Let's say it that way. I don't really care. Well, I don't want a battering though, but if we can keep it up to 1-0, 2-0, also for the goal difference. But if I see the effort is alright, then I'm quite content, I would say. What about you guys? Yeah, we already got some score predictions as well. 3-1. Sorry, that went too fast. 3-1. Seth is going with 5-1. So it looks like people think we're at least going to score a goal. That will be nice for the people who are over at the match in the away end. I know Lee is over there. Maybe Harry as well. Not too sure. Andrew, Miss says you're looking good, mate. Thank you, Cheryl. I think that's her name, isn't it? But yeah, thanks for the compliment, I guess. I hope you guys are read, mate. formation 6-3-1. I'm not sure. I think more if because I had a look already at the formation, it will be a 4-4-2. With that said, though, let's go to the formations as this is the formation where we're gonna start in. This is starting 11. Of course, we have Dubravka in goal. On the right back, we have Javi Manquillo, with the two centre backs, Lascelles still kept as captain, and together with his mate Fabian Schär. And on the left, Jamal Lewis. I hope he can have a good game, actually, Jamal Lewis. He had a good run of games already. In the midfield, Isaac Hayden, John Joe Shelby, and I think also Ryan Fraser and Jacob Murphy. So that's why I think we play a 4-4-2 formation. And on top we have ASM and Jolinton. So it's not the same formation as against Leicester and Burnley. And the big surprise probably is that Wilson is not playing. I'm not sure the reason why. You could think maybe it's because of he already has 4 yellow cards and how doesn't want to risk that he is out for the Man U game or Everton game. Maybe he saves him for these tough fixtures. And I think Howe's tactic will be holding off today and playing for the counter, which I cannot blame for. We got some pace on top with ASM, Jolinton, and on the left and right hand we get Fraser and Murphy who can come up as well and hopefully get some crosses in. So yeah, that was our lineup. What you guys think of the lineup so far? Are you guys content? Are you guys sad that you don't see Wilson in the squad? Would you guys have some changes? Anything? I actually like these kind of games, like Thursday night games. It's a little bit late though. It's already 9 in the Netherlands. Almost. It starts at 9 in the Netherlands though. So I don't think we will be finishing before 11 the stream. So I'm in for a long one, I guess. And yeah, of course, very well said, JB as well. Willock is dropped as well. He's benched. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that as well. He's not the old Willock, is he? Kelsey says Wilson dropped is not the biggest surprise for me, but playing just 4 at the back is. Yeah, you would imagine, or you could make a case for playing 5 at the back. But I like the attitude, you know. We're probably gonna sit back, looking at the formation, but at least it's not 5 at the back like old Stevie Bruce would do. I would have played Richie over Fraser. He tracks back more. That's fair though. Although I have to say, when Fraser came in a few times, he was actually tracking back, which surprised me. So yeah, we'll see what's coming from that. Maybe Longstaff over Shelby to rest him. I don't know. The fitness level of the squad is much better nowadays under Howe. So I would like to hope now that Shelby can cope with this, as he actually mentioned that first few trainings after Howe came in, he was actually falling asleep at 8 p.m. every night. So that's a good sign. I'm just going to take this away as we could have a good look at the lineup so far. I'm just going to take the let's see, stop the screen. I'm going to take the Liverpool lineup for you guys. Give me a sec. Bear with me, please. Share screen. Okay. So yeah, there we go. And there's the lineup of Liverpool. Alisson starting in goal. Alexander Arnold on the right. Matip. Konate, Robertson. In the midfield, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Thiago, Henderson. And the 3 attackers will be Jota, Zala, and Mane. They go all guns out, I would say. They don't rest any players against us because we're second from bottom of the league. Even though they come out with guns blazing, I would say. So if I have to give my own score prediction, I would probably say I go for a positive 2-0. As I said, I hope on at least a good fight or a good effort from the team. So that's why I say a positive 2-0 loss. I really cannot see us draw or win, to be fair. Maybe a draw, but it's got to be probably then a 0-0. So yeah, we got here. I saw. Let's see. JB says, I don't see where the goals are coming from, to be honest, today, to be honest. Well, it's going to be on the counter, isn't it? Probably Joe Linton, or as funny as it sounds, maybe, or ASM. Or just from a set piece, probably, like a weird goal. That's where I can see the goals coming from. Brandon, what did you make of, what did you think of Max Verstappen? Yeah, champion, man, champion. Listen, the FIA followed the rules. If it was the other way around, you would have heard any of the Hamilton fans either, though. As well, if you look over the whole season, Max was the most dominant driver, most laps driving in front, most overtakes over Lewis, and the most victories as well. And sometimes he was unlucky. Sometimes, for example, Silverstone, he got pushed off the track by Lewis actually, and he only got a simple 10-second penalty. As for Lewis, that's NUFC. But yeah, this is for another video. Actually, me and Matt will do a video about a season recap of the Formula One. That's going to be on the Newcastle Fans TV extra channel. Just go through some more comments. Barbara, how does leaving Wilson out make sense? Because he has already 4 yellow cards, and if he would pick up today another yellow card, that would leave him out for the Manchester one. I wouldn't be against it to play him, and he picks up his 5th yellow card and then out for the Man City game. But I actually think he wants to take we'll also not start or play Wilson as well versus City. I just think he wants to make sure that Wilson will be playing against Everton. So that's my reason. Why do you think so? Make that sense for you, Barbara? I don't know. No, Fabinho is Liverpool's biggest worry. Yeah. Yeah, this is where we have to go for Carl. Hopefully hurt him with a lucky corner. Tiger Studios is saying Salah is going to destroy us. Most likely, he's on a good form, and actually more people agree with you, Tiger. Mo Salah is going to smash it. Carl also says the front 3 is going to hurt the fullbacks. Yeah, that's unfortunately true. Why Wilson is on the bench, I'm not sure. I'm not anyhow, but I could think of that about the yellow cards, and he otherwise would have to miss the Man City or Everton game. Tiger says should have bench Maxi as well, maybe, but then what you have to go forward, then who would you play? Gale next to Joe Linton? I mean, I think we're going to get better, Brendan. I'm afraid as well. I'm not hope so. I'm optimistic and think a 2-0 loss. It sounds stupid, but so yeah, let's get this one out of the way. Yeah, where can we talk about, guys? Before we move on, actually, I would like to ask you guys, as you guys are watching, please drop a like on the video. We are at 29 now. If we are at 100, I will do something for you guys, but I'm not sure yet. You guys can come up with it. If you can make 100 on this watch alone, that will be highly appreciated. Erik Hardenberg, I totally agree with you about Maxi and Lewis. Hamilton had such much luck with the FIA during the season. Max was getting all the fails. Only the last match had bad luck. Magpies always perform as you least expect the unexpected. I hope you're right, Abacus. I really hope you're right. Anyway, if you look actually at our previous fixtures, results against Liverpool, the last 2 results we drew them twice. In the 2020, we played 0-0 and we played a 1-1 last season. So we kind of have a good record sorta against them. But if you're gonna look past these other results, the last two results, it doesn't look that that bright. Let's get this one out of the way. Jason, we'll hold you to this. We want a video from it. If you get anything from this game tonight, I'll eat my own food. Okay, we're up for watching that, especially people with a food fetish, probably. I thought Maxi was far too aggressive all season and should have had a lot more penalties. But I'm a Hamilton fan though. Okay, I don't know if it's. I mean, he drives aggressive, but I mean it's still mostly still in the rules. And if it wasn't in the rules, they always settled it in the race during the race. So I saw we probably gonna sign Trippier. It's according to the tabloids, it's already set and done. It's got to be our first January signing. I'm pretty content with it actually. I think he's going to be our most expensive and well-earning player. But I think we need a player like Trippier. He's experienced, played in good leagues, good teams, and he can maybe sort the defense out a little bit. Of course, we need more in the defense, like more reinforcements. But I would definitely go for 2 more centre backs actually. And Manquillo could do until the end of the season, but probably also need a backup for him or at least a replacement. I totally agree with you, Seth here. Trippier and Botman would be amazing, definitely. JB, do you mean Max or do you mean Lewis? He deserved to win the title. Kenneth, I like the optimism. If you really think this is going to happen, Liverpool 3, Newcastle 4, put a bet down. It's probably a very high odd, so you could be a rich man after the night. Drop 100 on it, and maybe you're gonna turn out as a rich man. As you guys bear with me 1 second, I want to close my window. I'm gonna play a short message or a video. What we got. What we can play. It's so old actually. We got nothing lined up actually. Just bear with me. I'll be right back in 2 seconds. So everyone, I would like to ask you guys from where you guys are watching from. Let us know in the comments. Like, from where are you watching? Are you watching from America? As we know, we have a big following, especially on the channel, from loads of different places. So let us know. I would always love to see where you guys are watching from. Sam says, breaking news, Lukaku, Werner, Hudson-Odoi and Chio have tested positive for COVID. Okay, that's Chelsea is going to be pretty damaged by that though. I mean, no Lukaku, that's interesting. What are you guys saying? David is watching from Newcastle. Where are you from in Newcastle, Dave? Coast Watch Football, Australia. Whereabouts in Australia, mate? We got people from Sweden. Evening, Simon. People watching from Austin, Texas. Boncott. I don't know if I pronounce your name well, mate. Watching from the dark side, South Shields. Got to work early to come watch the game. Well done, mate. Good luck. Ryan, South Africa. So you probably also speak Afrikaans, I can imagine. So we can actually communicate in Dutch. Als je wil, kunnen we Nederlands praten. Ik denk dat je dat begrijpt. Watching from England, Newcastle, Blackburn. Okay. Assuming you also support the Toon. So interesting that you support Newcastle and Paiso actually, mate. Simon Evans says, good luck to Newcastle United tonight. Hope you guys are getting something out of the game. Everyone hopes so, probably, who is on our side. As I now see on the tally that Newcastle fans look sold out again, even with all the COVID restrictions. We still sell out. Love to see it. We are famous for traveling, and that's why we are the most and famous and amazing fans in the world, in my opinion. That's why I started supporting Newcastle as well. Wanted to live there, and yeah. With 7 minutes to kick off. We got more people from England, from the US actually, from Washington. Watching from Heaton in the east end of Newcastle. Yeah, I'm familiar with Heaton, mate. It's a good neighborhood actually. I like Heaton or Jasmine. Me myself, I lived in Venom. You guys know the you guys know what's it about in Jasmine. Sorry, Venom. Sorry. We need him to get a tactical yellow so he doesn't miss Southampton or Everton. Yeah, but yeah, he probably how wants to do that against Man City, I would imagine, though. Newcastle also to see we've gone international. Yeah, like what is the guy's name of Talksport? Jason Condy, I think it is. Saying like Newcastle's only big in Newcastle. I hated it. I hated him for that, or not hate him, but didn't like what he said there because I know me myself. I'm an international fan, and I know our following is so big. You know, Australia, US, even Thailand. I know Sweden is pretty big as well. Denmark, I know. You have some following in Poland as well. Actually, Flex got the big banner from Poland. Actually, they drove down. They took the ferry from North Shields and then came into Amsterdam. And from Amsterdam, they drove down to Poland. Yeah, there's a nice story as well about that banner. They almost didn't make it actually to there that time when it was first shown at the Gallowgate. And Norway, nice one, mate. Like I said, also Denmark, Kremlington near Newcastle. Yeah, okay. Watching from your living room, that's not far away, is it? Jersey, Channel Islands, I don't know where it is. More people from Denmark actually. Steven is from Copenhagen. I've been there actually once. Yeah, just once. Denmark is expensive, mate. I thought it's gonna be quite a cheap trip as my flight was cheap as well. And I thought I'm in for a nice long weekend and for some nice party and yeah, but €8 for the beer, that's mental. That's mental. They had deals on Jaeger bombs. It was like 2 for €5, I think, or 6 was it? So yeah, I've been on the Jaeger bombs all that night, and I paid for it the next morning. As you know what I mean. As the players now enter the pitch, it is 4 minutes until kickoff. Barbara is watching from Ireland on BT Sports. I'm watching on the Ziggo Sport. It's a channel in the Netherlands, a broadcaster in the Netherlands. They weren't about to broadcast today's game, but because of the other game got called off, they now play the Newcastle game. So I'm content with that. Ryan Gardner. Ik kan Afrikaans praten bij dat keep man. Okay. Not sure what the last part meant, but I understand the first part. Yeah, totally agree, mate. Wait till we win something, the team will go bonkers. It says that I think if Newcastle can get a draw, it would be a huge result. I'm gonna drop in Andrew for a few minutes as I want to know his score prediction. Actually, it says, like I said, the 4-4-2 formation we're playing. Andrew, good evening, mate.
You know what I mean? I just thought I'd come and give you company for a couple of minutes before the match
Hi,
starts.
hi, thank you so much. Yeah, you're helping me out with that. Like, how you doing tonight?
I'm good, you? You're looking well,
Not bad, not bad.
anyways. Looking
I feel
well.
so much better. I feel
Let's
so
hope
much better
Liverpool.
after the.
Sorry, go on.
I feel so much better after the compliments from your last.
I'll not tell you what you actually said, but I says there you see him without his hat. I know he looks better with his hat on, but you shouldn't want your head getting too big, mate. But no, I reckon if we can keep it under the Man City score, we'll be all right. Now I'm joking. If we can just try and keep it tight in the first half, mate, we'll see how it goes.
Right.
I think dropping Wilson's a good idea, but I think I probably would have played him in this game, getting him a booking, and then he missed the Man City game anyways, and then come in for Man United. But we'll see.
Do you reckon he also will not play Wilson in the Man City game, as otherwise he probably loses the Everton game is next, I think. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right, mate. I think you're right.
So yeah, I don't know if that's smart though. Like I wouldn't mind playing him today and then let him pick up a yellow card, not playing in Man City and then Everton. That would have been my preferred least league touch stop on that as well. But yeah.
I think he's going to look a bit stupid if Wilson plays against Man City, gets booked, and then he misses Everton, and it's a tight game, and we just need a goal scorer in it. So, yeah, I think you're probably right. You probably missed both games. We're not expected to get anything from either game. Like people say that these games are, I don't like the term free hit, but our season's not going to be determined on the result against Liverpool and Man City. The performance is different thing. We need to see an improvement in performance. So let's just hope for that, mate.
Like I said as well, like I don't mind. We're probably losing, but it's just all about the way we're gonna lose the game. Like I just want to see some positives, like that we can take to the next game.
Yeah,
I just like to see our team keep growing under Howe, and I mean we don't respect the results also from City, but at least if I see effort and the team is learning, I just hope the defense sorts itself out for a while.
Totally agree, mate. I think, like you say, I've said it at the beginning of the week. If we can keep the game tight, 2 seconds, mate. I'm going to open this bloody kid's gate. 2 seconds, mate. I've got a bit snarl after it.
Okay.
Catch you later.
So that was Andrew. Liam and Carr still didn't make it in for the game, so it is just me for now. I hope they will come in soon, though. Everyone, we kicked off. I'm now at 1 minute and 7 seconds. I would like to ask you guys to please leave a like on the video. If you reach 100 before the end of full time, I will do something for you guys. You guys can come up with ideas what I have to do. Last time I did that, it was then with paid subscriptions though, that I went skinny dipping in the North Sea. I did that. That was shown on the membership program. Now it will be on extra if you can reach 100 likes at the end of full time. So yeah, if you can drop a like, that would be highly appreciated. When Salah dribbles into the box, gets it back, gets the cross in towards Mane. Murphy is defending. Mane tried to keep it in. He did, but Murphy loses the ball here to Oxlade-Chamberlain, but he wins it back actually, and it's a throw in for Newcastle. That didn't look too good by Murphy though. Made a stupid mistake here. Thought Manquillo was behind him, but he already ran past him, but he recovered well. Why is Liverpool throwing? I was about to say it's Newcastle ball. Aiden, just to remind you that Mike Dean is a ref as well. What you want to say with that? I always think Mike Dean is a good ref though. But what do you mean by it? You don't mind me asking? Everyone watching, thank you so much at least for dropping by and choose for Newcastle Fans TV. It's 187 of you watching now, so highly appreciate it. Are there actually Liverpool fans in the chat as well? If so, let us know. We would love to engage. Joe Linton picks up the ball from Salah. Plays it to Maximin, but loses the ball. That's the thing with Maximin. Actually the whole season already, he had a few good games, but I think his decision making is so poor lately. He's a little bit going too much for his own success. Well, Joe Linton dribbled in the midfield and almost lost the ball in a dangerous position. And Mane loses the ball now again to Manquillo. And Manquillo makes the throw in for Liverpool. Ramiro, please stop these comments, please. Because otherwise I need to have you on a ban or time you out. Sorry, mate. We can't really spam, so thanks. It's actually a nice stat. You can also be a rich man as well. See Johnston, Selfie to score first, 42-1. Maxi almost controlled that ball. That got played long by, who was it, Murphy, I think? Just a question for you guys. Can you guys hear me well, and can you hear my tally as well? If so, I need to turn down the volume. Please let me know. Jasper, I have to time you out, mate. And Gabriel, I need to time you out as well. Next time it will be a block as you guys are spamming, so please don't do that again. Chance for Liverpool.
Hello.
And there he is, the famous Mackham Slayer.
Do you like me t-shirt?
I can't really. Oh yeah, it's a Newcastle Fans TV t-shirt. It's the old one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's an old one.
With the old logo as well. Suits you well, mate. Suits you well.
Thank you.
We just need new. We need new one, in my opinion. Even if it's just for the NFTV squad, though. ASM now in the counter attack. There he goes. Gives it to Fraser. Fraser with the cross, but nobody at the end of it. Shelby picks up. Gonna shoot it. Shot by. Oh, and a goal by Shelby. Oh, hey. Get inside. 1-0. You haven't seen that?
Not much on yet, but your commentary was good, mate.
What the hell, man? That was unexpected, though. Fuck me. As I see Carl in the background as well. If you want, Carl, put the thumbs up and I put you in, mate. If not, keep chilling. The cross by Fraser is poor again, actually. At least nobody's at the end of it, but then Shelby picks it up with a shot from like 20 meters, I would say. Well shot by Shelby. This is the old Shelby, you know, like he used to do this in the championship as well. He needs to do this way more. He did it against Leicester, actually, but Jesus, we're leading.
For how long, though? That's the thing.
That's a good question. That's a good question. 6 minutes and we're 1-0 up. Carl, are you ready to join? I guess he is, or
what a goal!
there you go.
Can't believe we're actually winning.
Aye. Can be full time for me now.
I just
Actually,
had to score a goal. Never mind that we're winning.
Look at this, actually, guys. Look at this. Wait. There was a guy with a comment. I just had it on, actually. Look at this. Chelsea to score first, 40-1. Got a quid on.
Is that what it was?
Aye. He probably did. So happy days for him. There he is. And Taylor, happy with it. And you're not a. Oh, and that was almost a goal by Mane for Liverpool. Almost the
I knew it wouldn't take long, like.
Fuck yeah. That was. Anyway, drop a comment or a like, please, for the 1-0 lead. I think we deserve that. Don't you guys think so?
How was the little in, Carl?
Yeah, he's good, mate. He's good. Just I'll have to jump off at half time to tend to him.
No worries.
How was your afternoon call?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Not too bad. Yourself?
Probably better than yours, I would say. You had that thing going, right?
Pardon?
You had that thing sorted out today, right?
No. I've had 2 operations. I'm still waiting on another one to get my stent out, mate.
Oh, okay. I thought it was today, man.
No, unfortunately not. I wish it was today.
How was yesterday, Liam?
It was actually really. It was actually really good. The Newcastle ladies captain was in. She was really sound, to be fair. Like, and then obviously everyone just got loads of awards and we were just having a good time. Obviously,
Cochrane.
Obviously, big time Josh was there. Do you know what I mean? Giving it a big and turning to Staveley and things like that. So
was Staveley there as well?
No. Obviously, it was the last time. It was a lot smaller this time.
Good defending by Manquillo. Did you guys went on a drink afterwards?
Went out for a couple of pints afterwards, but not like proper session.
Right. We kept it quite clean as well when we went for some drinks.
Yeah.
Didn't went too much.
I still need to see the goal.
Still haven't seen the goal?
No.
What minute you're on?
Well, I'm. It's like 10:42, but I just my stream just got on late.
Oh, it's a good goal, like. Bad cross by Fraser, but well, it's good old possession again. 24%. That's more like it where we used to.
Do you want to just create a quick little either a ticker or what's it just to put the score on, mate? Just leave it on the screen. Just do it as though you would do it. I can't. I'm for some reason I couldn't log in properly. I've had to just join the link on YouTube.
All right, I got it sorted.
Just run it across the bottom, mate. Do a scrolling.
Okay. Scroll across the bottom ticket.
Is Joe Lynn seen as a centre mid?
I don't know. I've not even seen the lineup properly, to be honest. I'm just baffled that Wilson was on the bench. So
yeah, I thought it was bizarre. Like,
I mean, I know he's not been in.
Oh, Lewis is down now.
Is it? Oh yeah.
Yeah, hamstring. He'll come off.
Really?
Yeah. Come on, I want to see the goal.
Do you guys can hear my telly?
A little bit.
Okay, I'll turn it a little bit down.
It's drowning over your shit crack, so it's all
Oy.
Cheers, mate.
Was there any other channels there last night, Liam, or not?
It was just us.
Was it?
Yeah. Was it just us? Yeah, it was just us. Oh, it's an unreal finish. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it looks like it's a done game for Shelby. Lewis, sorry.
Did you see that we got retweeted by Warren Barton this afternoon?
Did I? No, I didn't see that.
Because there was the five that were there. They were outside the ground, outside St. James's Park, and he just retweeted it.
That's class.
Nice one. You guys look slick though.
Yeah.
Good.
Just loads of that was inappropriate, but
is that your wedding tuxedo as well?
I was wearing a suit. I wasn't wearing a tuxedo.
Oh. That's called littling.
Might have to mute it every now and then, so I apologise.
Oh, that's fine, mate. That's fine. Life of a father, isn't it?
It is indeed. It is indeed.
How's it working out for you, mate?
Yeah, good, mate. It's I'm not gonna lie, it's difficult, but it's all good.
What's difficult? Changing the diapers?
No,
or you're not doing that.
It's just I'm doing that. It's the difficulty is going from being a lout to having to be a responsible adult.
Yeah.
A what?
Like a lout, just just a fucking someone that's just out to get pissed and whatever. And,
right.
know.
Yeah. Some point we all need to get that like grown up, right? Like an adult.
I don't think you'll ever grow up, me, Brandon.
Probably not. 28 now. I still feel like a 16-year-old.
I'm exactly the same, mate. To be fair, the difference is I've just got a child.
Yeah. I went out for a few pints, obviously, once the lads left with one of my friends. And now I'm obviously 27 and my pals 29 or 30. So we'll look old enough then, students, right? Because it was a student night during the week on a Wednesday. We're like, oh, can we see your IDs? And I'm thinking, and I've got a suit on, do you know what I mean? And then we came out with somewhere and there was like a proper, like older bloke, like 40 yards. They're like, mate, we need to see your ID. I was like, how you can fucking tell he's not like under 18.
It's not Senate.
But that used to be the trick in the Netherlands. Like if you're underage, just put a suit on and you probably get in.
Really?
That's what some people did.
They were asking for COVID. They asked for a COVID passport at Flares, like.
Flares? Jesus, I had some interesting time in Flares. Let's call it that way.
Yeah. With Liverpool, right? Do you ever just think they just kick the ball long and just hope it gets to Mane or Salah? That's like... That's what I think about them. They just kick it long and just hope. 99% of the time it works, like.
Have they scored?
Say it again?
I just thought someone put game over in the comments. I didn't know whether Liverpool had scored. What was I going to say? But my missus was out in Brum last night. She said the same. Everyone was asking for COVID passports and stuff.
Yeah.
C. Johnston, I guess that's your last name though. Thank you for the £2.40. Getting boys 42-1. There you go. Very much appreciated.
Go and put it on Shelby to get second.
Those odds must be mental.
Well, that's my clean sheet bonus gone.
He should have gone for like Shelby to score a hat trick.
Can you imagine?
Would be a millionaire. Put 100 on it. Ooh, don't need to work for the next 2 years.
Liverpool look dodgy at the back, don't they?
Yeah.
Say that again.
Liverpool look dodgy at the back.
So do we though. Fucked up a few times already. Murphy with the dangerous losing ball.
We're used to that, aren't we?
Right.
We'll live dangerously, it's what we do.
For once, I would hope that we can just keep it tight from one game, at least from today starting.
Well, we haven't had a clean sheet so far this season.
We had? Burnley.
Did we? Oh, yeah, we did. Burnley won, yeah. Yeah, we had got one.
Jesus. The person with the least knowledge of the channel, I have to tell you this. Really?
No, we didn't have a clean sheet until Burnley. That was only like last week or something.
Right.
What are you drinking, Brandon?
Kozel beer, Czech beer.
Oh, okay.
Where are you, Brandon? Is normally a good question.
That's a good point.
Well, I will be going to the Czech Republic and Slovakia for New Year again. Start driving 29. Or Liverpool on the attack with Shota with a shot, and just white. Just white. It's gonna be the whole game like this, man.
Yeah. What's the Netherlands been like with this new variant thing? Are these closed things?
Well, we're in lockdown again, so all the shops are closed at 5 p.m. Gyms as well, bars, restaurants. Imagine if you have a restaurant and you have to close at 5 p.m. when it's mostly needs to be busy for you.
But you could get more money.
It's also dumb.
It's also dumb. Or the Netherlands government supplying like a fund for like people that people have money on.
Yeah, they do.
Otherwise, I know it's obviously a Newcastle thing, but I've seen this thing about it was the doctor that discovered the variant, and she does in South Africa.
Man, she come out yesterday.
Come on, but you know, like
why everyone's locking down.
She said that yesterday, didn't she? And what I don't get is as well, because I'll go off on a fucking rant about it. Like, it's not killing people, and surely, if like it is it's more transmissible than the Delta variant, which is killing people. Surely you want the Omicron variant to be the main strain, because it will get rid of the one that's killing people. Surely that makes logical sense. Just let it run.
But also the people.
And they're talking about pressure on the NHS. They've already just created it by sending 1 million people to try and get booster jabs. The fucking spastics.
Yeah.
You know my standpoint in the whole COVID situation. Like, I got jabbed too because I wanted to go to England. But if you like a friend of mine, a colleague of mine, he's actually in South Africa now. He said maybe there's almost nothing. It's like you almost don't really notice. Good save by Dubravka, and it's
100% agree with people getting the jab. Definitely
1-1, but Jesus, man, he should have been fucking. Mike D, what you doing? You should have called. It's like 2 people with a head injury, man. Good save by Dubravka, but fucking hell. 1-1. Great. Fuck me. How did he not blow his fucking...
Why is he not blowing there?
That's what I'm saying. The fuck?
Why are we getting mugged off every time?
Here you need to fucking... It's someone on the ground with a head injury. And just keep it going.
It's all about fucking Mike Dean, and he's such a wanker.
Fucking hell. Why do we always get fucked over like this? Like,
it's the Mike Dean show. He loves a bit of controversy. He's done it on purpose.
Good save by Dubravka, the first one, though. Fortunately, he couldn't help the second one, but...
The lad on the floor is literally playing him on side as well.
This is, Jesus, man, so typical Newcastle, man.
He's playing him on side, like Liam's just said. It's fucking savage, that is.
It's just weak refereeing yet again.
That's pathetic, man.
What happened? Liverpool equalized. Should have been called off, though, because of a head injury of Hayden. And I think it was also Lascelles who went down. Leonardo, I'm gonna block you as you're spamming. And
oh no, but you will do that when it's like fucking Man United and everyone, you wankers.
The fuck?
My wanker, I know.
Fucking
you know what? I can see why players end up hitting referees or kicking off with referees. Do you know what I mean?
We don't condone it, but we can see why it happens.
It's even Stents as well. What a joke.
But then whoever's number 5 is, they should have just stayed on the floor as well.
Alright. Oh, ASM on the counter attack picks the ball up. Come on, mate. Come on, Maxi, shoot it. Oh, good save by Alisson. Fuck. Come on, lads, get in. You're looking dangerous. The defense of Liverpool looks shit though. Like they're losing the ball a few times already. Oh, it's open now for Liverpool. Make the tackle. Good tackle, Hayden. Go, Jonjo. Go long.
That was a good shot by ASM. Like,
Aye. Good job, Maxi.
We look dangerous though. I agree with the comments. Like, if it is the other way around, it does get stopped 100%.
100%.
If you're not a big six team, it doesn't get stopped.
De Gea was done United versus Arsenal and they didn't blow the whistle.
no, but that was their own players, though. Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
but whatever. Just got to move on from it now.
Yeah, like you said, Abakus. Like it was a head clash. Okay. Someone in the comments say 2-1
yesterday.
Say that again, Liam.
Did you see the West Ham sending off yesterday?
No, I read about it. I still not watched the highlights.
So, oh Jesus, we fuck. 2-1. Jesus.
I'm done. I'm done already.
Who is it?
Mane or Salah it was.
Oh, well, as long as it's Salah. Fantasy team.
Just a silly goal again, man. This was not needed at all.
What's Joe doing there?
Oh, wow. As if he's done that. Oh, John Joe. After that fantastic finish.
Oh. Shit, yeah. Fucking hell. Christ.
Dubravka's been making some decent saves so far. It's just the follow-up.
Hi. Nobody comes in for like helping him out.
No. Then you could argue where's the like right back who's should be marking Salah. Do you know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
It's going to be a long night, this, isn't it?
Yeah.
25 minutes in, mate.
So did you end up pulling that girl, Brandon, when your flight got delayed?
Say it again.
You know when you got stuck in Newcastle because you didn't have your COVID jab, you didn't have your COVID test.
Yeah.
Did you end up pulling that girl?
Yeah, but I cannot talk about it anymore.
Why? Because she stole your phone, started messaging us in the chat.
I'm streaming on my phone here, like so. Let's forget about it. I'll tell you later.
Someone's been a dirty dog.
What's happened? Does she message you? Is she pregnant or something?
No.
She sent you a picture of a positive pregnancy test, doesn't she?
No. No, mate. I'll tell you in chat. Yeah. Later.
Oh, are you in the house with another chick or something? Is that the problem? You got another chick sat there that doesn't know that you've been banging around in Newcastle. He's gonna message in the chat. I'm sat with my girlfriend.
Yeah, like fucking stop going on about it.
It's in the private chat of StreamYard.
Oh,
then you know.
Oh.
So let's drop it, yeah.
Fair enough. I was joking. There's a code for Liam dressed up.
Yes, exactly.
Brilliant.
I like these comments though.
Like the thing is, she's on a train to her home in Slovakia, but she might be watching.
Well, if you haven't got loads of abusive texts, then clearly she's not.
Well, I cannot see because I'm streaming from my phone, and I got it like on don't interrupt me option.
Well, you're clearly not going to check over the weekend.
Not over the weekend. In 2 weeks I will though. Liam, you always get me in trouble, man. Oh wait. To answer your question, Statman Stan, no, she did not. Jesus.
Well, my 2-1 predictions went out the window.
I guess. What was your prediction though? 2-1-2.
Yeah, 2-1. Oh no, it was Man City 2-1 Newcastle. Sorry, that's what I went for.
Yeah. Jesus, you score a goal at Anfield, you throw it away like this. Well, we got fucked over though as well, but I mean, try to score another one. We need to get lucky here again.
Rob Shelby tries to make up for it and curls another one. Like
Kelsey, she was not. I can confirm.
It might be better for you to say that she was.
Actually, she was.
Or just stop replying to the comments. Do you know what I mean? You're just digging it a little deeper.
Yeah, you're right, Liam. You're right, Liam. Thanks for helping me out this time.
Always it's too late now.
Always in for good advice.
I don't want her to know about it, but I'll keep reading every comment and replying to it. You know what I mean?
Jeez. She might be actually watching this.
You'll find out soon.
I actually forgot the name. Wait. Let me see if I can find it.
Stop going on about it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Okay. Sorry. Jesus.
Since Man U are going to have like a 16-day gap between the last game and us.
Yeah. A lot of time.
Yeah.
Be interesting to see how it affects them.
I didn't know we played Mike Dean today, though.
Do you not know that he was going to be the ref? Been dreading it all week.
Salah's
actually
assisted in 15 games straight.
Mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
How many's Mitrovic got as well? Hasn't he got like 30 goals or something stupid?
30?
In the Championship?
Yeah, he's got something ridiculous, like fucking nearly 30 goals in there.
And you guys were making fun of me at the transfer video, like transfer targets we should aim for. Me saying Mitrovic.
He does it in the Championship every time he goes into it. And
yeah, but don't you think he is more mature now? When he came to us, he was young. He was like mental, basically. He had passion, but he made those. He lost his head, like a little bit like John Shelby. But I think he's more mature now, and actually, I think he has like stepped his game up a little bit more as well.
I know, but like, how much would he cost? Like 30 million, say. There's better.
You reckon he would still go for 30 million?
Well, what did we sell him for? 25 or something?
Something like that.
Let's see how old he actually is. Mitrovic.
He's got 22 goals this season already.
How much?
22 goals already.
Jesus. He's 27. He like Liam's age.
And where are Fulham in the table?
Don't even know. Have a look now.
Not sure.
Top.
So they're not going to sell their main striker for going into the Premier League.
Nah.
Not in January, right? Oh, Jesus, a good cross again. Sure. With the touch.
They do look shaky when we attack them, but we just cannot get up the field.
Would have been offside, by the way. We really need to get it from like set pieces, probably a counter.
Yeah.
I reckon actually the Liverpool defense will make another error.
Then we just got to capitalize on it. Ugh.
Can you really blame him though, Barbara?
The first one, no. I do think he could have done better with the second one. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
The first one was an unbelievable save.
Mm.
Second one, I don't like the way he parries the ball anyway.
But was it not just because it was so close to him anyways, the second one?
I probably might have been a bit harsh.
Salah now going. Richie next to him, and that's just going wide. Almost 3-1. 34 minutes. Lovely stuff, lovely stuff.
It's not really, is it? It's just a fucking pass on it off the outside of the boot. He gets paid 250 grand a week. If he can't do that, now I wouldn't want him playing professional football. They talk some shit, don't they?
Yes, he does seem to have a lot of space, man.
Yeah, he does, yeah.
Against a very slow Richie.
Like, I know he's probably the best winger in the Premier League, or arguably the world right now, but Jesus Christ, get on him. At least try and make it difficult.
Yeah.
Our midfield is way too open, mate.
I think that's a bit harsh, David. I don't think there's been anywhere near enough time to have that judgment, mate. Because if he's had zero effect on tactics, I mean, we've arguably been better going forward, surely. Would you not agree? You can't say that you've not seen any difference, surely. Would you boys agree with that or disagree with that?
I would totally disagree.
I think it's very hard.
It takes time to undo 2 years worth of rubbish. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
I think it's very harsh. I mean, you already see a better side, to be fair. And, like, let's face it, we don't have the easiest fixtures now. Picked up some draws, but that's it. But
yeah,
we should have won Norwich. Like,
that's the thing. As long as we keep in touch and distance with 17th, then that's all that really matters this season, isn't it?
But I really think, like, if we won Norwich and Burnley, people wouldn't be that harsh on him now. I mean, like, they would have been more happy with him probably, as we know we can beat teams around it if that was the case. How much you guys reckon we're gonna spend in January? What will be enough?
Enough? I don't know.
Well, I think the loan signings are going to come in and make a difference as well. Like,
yeah. I think it will be, like I said in a previous watch, I think it will be loan signings with heavy option to buy fees. Because if it's not, I don't think you're going to get the players that you want.
Because no player's going to come then forward to go down. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I actually can't believe people are getting on Eddie Howe's back already. Like, have a day off.
Like, but with some fans, you can never be good enough, you know.
Well, fuck them.
Could be top of the table about winning the Premier League, and they would lose. And
But what did they seriously expect? Like, what do they think? Like, Eddie Howe has some sort of magic wand or whatever? Like you said, Liam, 2 years of fucking shite. It's not easy to undo. Plus you're still stuck with the same players.
It's them fans that the reason that the likes of Jose Perez left the club, the reason that people like Lascelles have left Twitter, those are those types of fans.
Yeah.
Just fucking.
But it's like Arsenal. They're 4th in the Premier League, and the fans are.
I know, yeah. It's mad, isn't it?
How the fuck is this zooming in and out of me? What do you know doing that?
Good tracking back by Fraser, though. Good tackle as well. Richie gives him props for that. Good tackle on Salah. Corner kick Liverpool. 38 minutes. Good corners, 5 for Liverpool. Newcastle 0.
Is that what it is? Liverpool have had 41 dangerous attacks to our 4. Jesus Christ.
Say that again?
Liverpool have had 41 dangerous attacks. We've had 4.
Did you expect anything else, Cole?
No, I didn't.
Pitchy.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely a free hit.
This is where we need to go out and try and express ourselves as best as we can. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I had 2 spare tickets for this as well.
Did you?
I couldn't get up there. Still got to get this thing out, so I'd have probably pissed myself on the way because I can't control my bladder still.
When's that thing going out, mate?
Hopefully in the next week, mate. It's supposed to be like within 3 weeks of my operation, but I've not received an appointment yet because everyone's going to get fucking booster jabs.
COVID. Is that at a hospital?
Pardon?
The booster jabs, you get them in the hospital.
Lots of places are doing them, mate. Yeah.
It's pretty much everywhere and anywhere. You could walk to a corner shop and get one.
Yeah. Very true.
Good tackle by Murphy, but also tackled chair. Sorry, it was Hayden. Good ball by Fraser to Bakio. No,
Murphy is playing, isn't he?
Yeah. We played Lewis on left back, Manquillo on right back, centre back Cher and Lascelles, midfield Hayden, Shelby, Fraser and Murphy, and Jolinton and ASM up top. Obviously, Lewis is out now. Say it again?
Love it when your players tackle each other.
I was just thinking that. Thought he'd injured him.
I wouldn't be surprised.
See, we're getting a lot of the second balls, but we just can't do anything with them.
No creativity.
It's not even that. They just kind of. It just seems like they cannot control the football.
But you know, I think it's with us as well, with the players. Like sometimes, especially Almiron has that loads, and he just panics too much. Like we panic too much, we get the ball. It's like it's a hot potato or something. Like they need to get rid of it quickly, or only ASM thinks different though. He likes to run with this ball.
Who went tonight? Was it just Lee?
And Harry.
I think Harry as well.
Adam's at Madness.
Oh, is that right? I didn't realise. I didn't even read
for his dad's birthday.
That'd be class.
It's a band.
It's for his dad's birthday, I think.
Yeah,
if I remember.
I love the Madness.
It's a good statement as well by Simon Evans. The standard of the players is clear to see. How poor they are. Nobody will get this team winning.
We are playing probably, arguably, one of the best teams in Europe. Like,
God, yeah.
Fair enough, but I mean, the defense is so poor, man. What Barbara is saying is very true as well so far. ASM on the counter attack, by the way. He has options, going for himself again, keeps walking, and then just crosses. It's like, why are you so fucking selfish, man? Oh, hey. Just fucking pass the ball. Jesus Christ. Look at it. Fuck me. I'm getting really fed up with ASM lately. Like,
I think a lot of people are, mate.
Keeps running, man. Poor decisions. Just fucking pass the ball. Is he just playing for himself or for the team? You would almost figure.
Yeah,
he's playing for
fucked
himself.
It there, hasn't he, massively? Had 2 options either side of him, didn't they?
Later on free. There was a foul on ASM. Oh, hey, man.
Simon makes a good point as well, because he is right, and we've said it before. This back 4 or back 5 was one of the better defensive units in the Premier League when Rafa was there, which is weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then again, it was also in Championship, of course.
No, I mean in the Prem.
Yeah.
Ah, but you can make a defensive line as good as you want to be. Do you know what I mean? It's essentially about coaching. If you put the time and effort into making them the best that they can do, and you look at their strengths, because obviously Shaw's better at passing the ball, Lascelles is clearly better at being strong and heading the ball, and Dummett's obviously very intelligent. He's not the quickest player on the pitch, but you hardly ever see him get past. So it's just the way you play people.
Yeah, definitely.
This is
David says, Sorry, carry on, mate.
Andrew says ASM needs better players. He's fed up. If he's fed up, like now, he had options. If he's so fed up with losing, just pass the ball and someone else can score a goal. You were not in a good position to score a goal. He could have had an assist, but so I don't really think this comment.
If that's his attitude and he genuinely is that way, then let him go. Like, because we can't afford luxury players like that when we're trying to, fight in a relegation
same like
battle.
Sissoko, sort of, like that. That's if that's his mentality. It's the same like Sissoko. He was like that as well. Although ASM is a nicer player, like a nicer person, though.
No player will want to leave this club now.
No, definitely not.
They realise what it can be in the future. They'll get the right investment and the right players.
Stop the tricks, man. Get a good cross in ASM. Hoy. That's a cross in. And that's a penalty. Come on, give it. I hope this gets reviewed. Hope it will be once on our side.
David Greenwell, this is the same squad that finished mid-table last season. Now they haven't a clue what's changed. I wonder. And this was the lad that was talking about
Christ, man,
Eddie Howe not having an effect. I mean, surely you're not putting that down to Eddie Howe, David. Surely.
How is that not a penalty?
He placed the ball, mate. Couldn't have to place the ball. Yeah.
Doesn't he come from behind him, though?
He placed the ball. Have a look at it.
From behind? Was it from behind him or that?
He gets his foot in front of, I think it was Jolinton.
Loads of people are hating Steve McManaman at the moment, like.
Because he's talking fucking waffle.
Can
you put Alex McLean's comment on? Just had my birthday. Dad asked me what I wanted. Leave it blank. Love it.
Half time, lads. 2-1 down.
It's not
going to turn it around.
We're not getting absolute. We are getting peppered, but at least we're not getting beat 7-1.
Yeah.
Well, we still have a half to go, so.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true.
They were 2-1 up after 25 minutes.
I'm just going to go and pop down and get a drink.
Lascelles is complaining to the Mike Dean, to the ref, probably about the penalty or that situation when 2 people were down. Now let me change the. That's better.
Let us know in the chat. Do you think we're going to pull it back? Do you think we can get a draw out of this, or do you think Liverpool are going to push on and get into fifth gear because they're not out of second gear?
Of course, they're going to push on. Oh wait.
You don't know.
Of course. They want to do the same thing as Man City did. Come on. Anyone, there is also a pinned comment in the comment section on YouTube. If you feel like and you want to have your say on the halftime, feel free to join us. You can have your say, your rant, or whatever. So yeah, feel free to join us. And don't forget to like the video, because that will massively help out. And that will show a little bit of appreciation to what we're doing.
What I heard is, word on the street is, if you get us to 300 likes, we'll win 3-2. Apparently. 300 likes and we'll win 3-2. Let's test it. Smash the like button.
I think that's a good one. As well, as I see him in the background, Andrew Bell, he is a member of ours. And if you become a member, you get 15 plus per month exclusive videos, starting off from $1.99.
Some of them are nudist videos from Brandon as well, like he does strip teasers, that sort of stuff.
As well. Plus, I'm gonna review who's the girl that whatever. And we have a premium package as well. There I will review it, and that goes up for $4.99. Let's bring in our member Andrew Bell.
Sorry about that, lads. I had a neighbour knocking on the door earlier, so very sorry.
No worries, mate. No worries.
Just when you have a bit of hope, we'll go and shoot ourselves in the foot.
So frustrating, isn't it? So frustrating.
How are you, Carl, by the way? Sorry, I've missed a bit of the feed.
Yeah, I'm good, mate. How are you?
Good. I'm just nice to see that you're well. Anyways, I'm frustrated. That's all. You get a great strike like that from Shelby. We're in the game. Shelby's got to go and play a ball back. He did exactly the same as what Lascelles did to him in the last game. Exactly the same thing. Because we're not brave enough on the ball, playing the ball forward.
I don't know where it's come from. Like, it just, I know we haven't been that way for a while, but it just seems even worse at the moment. Do you think it's just the pressure of the relegation battle as well?
No, they're going to be under pressure. I mean, you know, it comes with the territory, though, doesn't it? If you play poorly at the beginning of the season, you put yourself in this situation. Be great to see if we could deal with them situations. Sorry, the little ends shouting in the background. I don't think he's happy about it either, mate. That's what it is.
That's the problem. He is happy.
He is happy. He likes Liverpool. So
does he? Fair enough.
He likes the red shirts. I think that's what it is, mate. But
as long as he doesn't like the other team with the red shirts, though.
Sorry.
As long as he doesn't like the shirts, the team with the other red shirts. If you know what I mean.
It's just not getting that. Just not getting that wish.
You just wait until Christmas Day comes.
Over my dead body.
Lock the doors. Lock the doors.
Yeah, he's going. Yeah, I think I'll go somewhere where I might be able to talk to you without these two.
It's all right, mate.
No, mate. Yeah, we're still in the game. I mean, you've got to say. I mean, Saint-Maximin, if he wasn't greedy earlier, you said before, you had two options: stop the ball, play a pass, or shoot, and he does neither.
Frustrating that was.
It's just a constant dribbling, you know. That's just so annoying, you know.
Yeah.
Like, constantly dribbling and shit. So annoying.
It's just like.
How would you go on?
Do you think he's just trying to be that hero that we want him to be? Is that what it is? Do you think? Feels like he's got to be the man that gets the glory almost.
Sorry, I muted you again, mate. I wanted
no worries. I muted myself, to be fair.
Yeah, I saw that.
He obviously, you know, he's a flair player. He wants all the. He needs someone putting his arm around him. He's one of them. He wants to take the applause and everything. But we're going to give him just as much credit for setting up a goal, if it's a winning goal, as we will do if he, you know, he's that good of a dribbler. He's one-on-one with one defender, and he can't beat that defender.
That's very good point.
You know, if he's that good at dribbling and he believes in himself that much, then go and beat that defender, take him on and shoot. I mean, his shots, as much as the commentator says his shot's a good shot, I don't think it is. It's straight to the goalkeeper. So,
do you
Wilson,
guys agree with
I think in that position, I think Wilson does better in that position, personally.
Yeah, no, I was surprised that the fact that he didn't start. I'd have been more. I'd have been happy had ASM been dropped and Wilson was starting. Personally, I could see why that would have been justified, but it is what it is.
So frustrating, especially when you've went one up and you other than the two mistakes we've made. I mean, Liverpool have kind of put it on a little bit, but we've dealt with a lot of it.
Yeah, they've done all right considering we've been pretty poor at the back all season. They've been all right first half, to be fair.
Just typical Matt Ritchie comes on and we'll go to shit.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Not that it's been his fault. Can I just add? But
I got a question for you. Actually, do you think if you don't play ASM and Fraser in his position, do you think we're worse off with playing Fraser over ASM?
It's hard to say because we haven't seen much of Fraser, really, have we? The Fraser at Bournemouth, I would definitely say no, we wouldn't be worse off because you get product off him. And I mean, he's shown a few times today. He's cut out a few passes and he's linked up well and he's broke a few times. But you know, it's a case of he does his damage in the final third of the pitch, and the problem we have is we don't have prolonged possession in the final third. So I personally think I agree with Carla. I wouldn't have started ASM today. As much as he's probably been our bright spot in the first half at times, he still makes the same mistake. Surely Eddie Howe and the coaching team are having the same conversations we're having on a weekly basis. They've got to. Yeah. You know, I think he gets it and he said, I'm going to be a superstar. I'm going to be a superstar. I'm going to take on 5 players. But just take Kanati on, or if that's when out. You know, surely he's not as quick as ASM in that situation. But that's the frustrating thing about it. It's a bit like Robert. And he reminds me so much of Robert and Ben Arfa. He's a mix of the two. But we've got a little bit more end product off Robert especially. Yeah.
So. For me, right? I think for me, ASM is already out of the door in his head.
It's one of them. I get that, but then in the same breath, I'm like, you've just got this own. He was talking about ambition, because let's be honest, he's not doing enough at the moment to warrant
from the club.
Yeah, but he's not doing enough at the moment to warrant going to a European club, especially not in England. And then you'd think he's in a perfect opportunity here to impress the owners. They're going to invest in the club, and you should want to be like the fulcrum of that. And I'm just not getting that from him at all.
But in the end, I still think, despite if he's going to have a shit season, or maybe even if he leaves in January, right? You still have the teams to pick from. Like I see, besides the top 5 of England, I see like a lesser one team. Maybe even Arsenal.
Mate. But does does he
that's
take Leicester to the Champions League? Probably not.
No, but would he get ahead of Harvey Bonds? Harvey Bonds would keep him out of the team all day long. Everton, Jamali Gray's been better than him this season.
Yeah, he's been
Barnes was great against us.
Barnstormer of a signing.
So you got to look at the teams. Who's he going to go and play for, mate? I don't see anyone in the Premier League at the moment where his numbers are better than their left wingers.
Do you know what really hurt me? The lads in my WhatsApp group are all Villa fans. Sat around and said he's a poor man's Adama Traore, and I was like, come off it. And then they give you the stats, and you're like, and then you watch him this season. I'm like, it's a ridiculously a fair comparison at the moment. Do you know what I mean? And that hurts. But
the difference,
what's he done?
And yesterday, Adama Traore, unfortunately for him, it was his teammates that let him down yesterday.
Yeah.
He set up, I can't remember the play, he set up a couple of times and he missed. Put Pedence, I think, twice.
Pedence, yeah.
Twice he breaks, absolutely, in the words of Alan Pardew on Match of the Day, does his defender 2-on-1, he plays the ball to him and he misses.
Yeah.
So he's done the right, it's his decision making with these two players, isn't it? It's decisions.
Definitely.
Adama Traore is. Imagine him and ASM on either wing.
I know, yeah, I know. It'd be absolutely disgusting. Like
it would, but we're going to be having the same conversations as we're probably having now, I'd imagine, because one way of not worrying about ASM is sticking him up top, though.
Yeah.
When you're on about his work rate, but I think you've got to get Joe Linton a little bit nearer him for me, because Joe Linton's winning most of the balls up at the top of the pitch.
Oh, he's shown us this season that he's more than capable of it, hasn't he, mate? To be fair.
Yeah. What's your view on Lewis getting injured? I'm frustrated for the kid, mate. I think
he's been in good form. I think, yeah, it's frustrating for him. It felt like he's had a real opportunity and was starting to cement his position. Feel bad for him, to be fair.
Yeah,
it's poor for him, but it's like, it's unexpected, isn't it? It's like, I mean, just real quick to the Ryan Fraser ASM thing as well. I think if ASM is not playing, we have much more service for Wilson if he would have been playing. Like I would have preferred to see Wilson play with Ryan Fraser on the wing instead of ASM, as ASM is almost never going to give him any service or whatever. While with Ryan Fraser, we saw at Bournemouth, we all know you get probably way more out of Wilson with Fraser. It's my belief. Not sure what you guys think, but
yeah. On this subject, ASM, I just certainly think that I'm not sure who it was. I think it was Danny Murphy on Match of the Day the other day. Yesterday, summed it up on the highlights. Our midfielders are going to stop making runs because he never plays the ball.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
You're seeing it, the situation that you were talking about earlier, Carl. Hayden went nuts with him. Eventually, someone had a pop at him. But I think he's the type of player that if you have too much of a pop at him, the toys are going out the pram.
100%, mate. 100%.
What you guys need to make.
And the thing is, like, I'm not even going to entertain that comment, Tiger. I don't know if you'd like taking the mick or not. Although that being said, there's times where he has come on the bench, he's been relatively solid. So I don't know. But with what you just said about his toys going out the pram, we've heard that from so many people before about ASM, and we've never seen it. And it seems that it's because Bruce give them the keys to the car in terms of do what you want when he was in charge. You know what I mean? And obviously ASM love that, and not probably training as hard as they are under Eddie Howe. And it seems that when he's actually in a normal regime, he doesn't like it, which is just frustrating. And I agree that the more players have a pop at him, and they will, his head's just gonna go. Especially
when your career's under threat as well. I mean,
yeah.
If Isaac Hayden gets relegated to the Championship, how many Premier League teams are going to be interested in Isaac Hayden?
Yeah, that's a good point.
He might get a move, but he's going to lose wages. He's going to have a clause in his contract to say that he's going to be thinking of his family and his future.
Yeah,
there's going to be a few players in that team that think he's costing me another season or a half a season at Newcastle until the other players start coming in, because he has cost us points this season. I don't care what anybody says. West Ham, we could have gotten a win in that game if he didn't give the ball away consistently.
Yeah.
And I think the whole understanding of the formation on the pitch, like Liverpool, you can see like Trent Alexander doesn't even look where Andy Robertson is and just plays a 50-yard pass. He knows where he is because they practice it week in, week out. You never know where ASM's going to be, and you never know where anyone's going to be around him because he stops and starts that often. They've made a run, they've stopped. They've made a run, they've stopped. You don't know whether they're still making a run, so he never knows whether to play the pass or not. So,
sure.
Yeah, but at the same time, I mean, if you pay 40 quid to go and watch him, on a good day, he's probably the person that you're sitting talking about with your mates going, oh, how good is he? And you know what I mean? You forget sometimes how poor he is, but we've got to get that right, otherwise he's got to come out of the team, because 100%. You've got to be a unit.
What do you guys make of this? So Federico ASM now.
I think again, my only issue with
I will be for it though.
I'm not entirely against it, of course. I think ASM needs dropping, and I'll stand by that. I think it's frustrating with Willock as well because he's not had his best season since he's come, has he? And I don't know whether I don't know what that is. But he's been better over the last couple of games, but up until then he's not been very good. Or he's not been the player that we had at the back end of last season. So it'd be interesting to see what he can do. But again, like you guys talking about Fraser, I'm not a massive fan of him. I don't like his attitude. But like I said, if it was him from Bournemouth, I understand definitely. I would have rather that in the side. Yeah, it's a difficult one.
Did he really got a fair chance though, Fraser? I don't really believe so. I don't really think Fraser had really ever in his Newcastle career had a fair chance.
No, he's not had a prolonged run of games, definitely not. But that's down to injuries and things, isn't it, as well?
Yeah. Going back to Willett though, Brandon, I mean, we've got to remember, what's he, 20 when he got his loan and probably 21 when he got... Moving home at 21-year-old, especially when you're 310 or whatever it is miles from Arsenal, away from your family, and it's going to take him time to settle in. I think at times I've probably been a bit harsh on him as well. It is hard moving home, but when you've been...
But it's fair to be harsh a little bit, because like when he was a loanee, he performed way better. We played different though, but like, what's changed? I mean, like, why can't you do the same thing that you did before when you were a loanee? What's the difference with now?
It's like free hits, isn't it? It's like today, free hits. The pressure was off for him. He was just a young kid being thrown in. Doesn't really matter whether he impressed or not. He was either going to play or he wasn't going to play. He still was going to go back to Arsenal. So I think now that he'll learn, I think we'll see a lot more from him in time. I honestly do. The talent's there. Clearly, the talent's there. And he's got a work ethic there. I just think half it is his head's down because the team's playing badly, which is very easy when you're young to do. And he's depended on as well. He's at 21. He's some of the players in that team are looking at him and going, "What are you going to do, mate?"
Big ask, isn't it? That's a big ask.
Yeah, it is. I think sometimes when, especially even myself, when I've criticised him, I might have had a beer when I come on, and you forget these things when you're emotional and you're upset about the games. Then when you sit back later on, you go, I was probably a bit harsh there. But it's hard when you're the guy that's either going to the game. God help it, the lads that went all the way to Liverpool and Leicester the last couple of weeks.
I know, mate.
It's a canny trip, and then when you get some of the performance that they've had this season, you're going to be frustrated and you're going to say things that maybe overstep the mark. But there's definitely players in the team that can be doing more. I think that's the difference.
100%.
Chamberlain went for a penalty here. Ooh, that might be reviewed actually.
Right,
I better go back in then. I'll catch you later on. Carl, good to see you. You're well, mate.
And you, mate. Take care.
Come on.
Chill out, mate. How are you? Chill out.
I'm just going to have to shoot off as well. Brandon, where's Liam?
I have no idea. I think he's stuck on toilet. I don't know.
Yeah, I've got to jump out, brother.
Oh yeah. You're going for the Lillian, isn't it? Gotcha, mate. New worries.
Appreciate you all. I'm sorry I have to leave early. I've got my little man to attend to, so I will see you all in the next game. I don't know when that is. Is it Sunday? Monday? I don't know. When have we got Man City?
Give me a second. I'm looking at it now. Fixtures. That's gonna be. Come on. There he is. City is the 19th, so that's in 3 days. So that's gonna be a Sunday.
Sunday, cool. I'll see you all Sunday. Peace out. A-Town down.
See you later, mate.
See you, mate. Good. Then we're back with Liam.
And I was just sitting. I didn't realize the match was on.
Jesus, man. You think it was still half time?
I've literally just been sitting on my phone.
Good ball. Fuck. Just too hard. Towards ASM. Good pickup from John though. Say it again, mate. You were sitting on your phone.
My Xbox controller kept zooming in, so when I was watching, I didn't realize the match was on because it was only on a small. Right.
You're on the stream and it zoomed in and you didn't see the actual game footage anymore.
Yeah.
Right, I get it. Yeah, I got myself an Xbox One as well. I don't use it, so I'm looking to sell it. Yeah. So if everyone is interested in buying my Xbox One, you can have it for 100 quid.
You would have to get a Dutch adapter though.
Say it again.
You would have to adapt it.
Why?
No, because obviously yours would be it would be a Dutch
that's easy, man. That's just in the settings. That's easy. That's like minute work. You know what, right? How many subscribers are we on now on YouTube? 30, right? If we reach 31k subs by the end of the new year, I know it's gonna be tight. I'm gonna give my Xbox One away for free.
Ooh.
So everyone get your friends and everyone get them subscribed. Don't use bots though. Don't cheat, but real subscribers. That's a promise. The only thing you need to pay is the postal thing. That's the only thing. Otherwise, I would give something of myself away and even pay for the postal. Shipping cost, that's the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
You're looking at, mate?
No.
No.
Keep forgetting the match is on.
Jesus. Like Jason is saying, Liam, we're still in the game. Come on, jury boys.
I know. I'll get off in a second.
Steve Bruce, back in the comments. Thank you for watching, Stevie. Stevie lad, my mate. Why does ASM lie on the floor when he loses the ball? Good question, Steve. I thought you'd teach him that. Samuel Joshua needs an Xbox, so make sure we're gonna reach 31k at the end before 1st of January, and yeah, I'm just gonna then open a sort of like a poll or how you're gonna call it, and I'm just gonna pick some people out. You know what, Alex? I actually have a duo. Give me a second, I'll take one for you. Have to go to my balcony for it, but he actually made this beer. You know this beer, Liam?
No.
No? It's Dutch. Sorry. It's not my favorite though, but it's like a darker beer. It is. It's like
I don't really like beer, to be fair. Like,
it's 8.5%. Yeah, you're more of the hard liquor, right?
cider and vodka, yeah.
Liquor? I hardly know her. Oh, Mikey, what you gonna do now? Yes.
If you haven't already, make sure you've liked and subscribed to the page or the YouTube video. How is that not a free kick? I thought it would be.
Jason very well mentions. I don't want to mock off too much Maxi, to be fair, but it's kind of funny. Very much so. Very much so. Very likely. It's going to be a long 40 minutes. Oh, Allison almost Shelby picks it up. Fuck. Chamberlain on the counter attack. Fraser chasing him, makes the tackle. Free kick. Liverpool. And Fraser picks up a yellow. Joe Linton got booked. Fraser got booked. I think that's just it, right? Not more, is it? Yeah, only Joe Ellington, and Fraser got booked. Actually surprised how much Ryan Fraser tracks back. This today.
Yeah. Well, there was a foul he had to make on it.
Anyway, ASM is doing that like. Oh, a good save by Dubravka on the header of Mane. Well saved. It's a show dive, almost. Clinical. Was it with one hand? He took that one with one hand. Almost. Wait on the counter attack. Murphy. Back to ASM. Hayden asked for it. Murphy back on the edge. Oh, and that just went out wide. Good effort from Murphy. Good shot on goal. Was that Sam in the replay? Look at the replay. I think it's Sam. Tries to catch the ball. Looked like it at least. The guy who tried to get it looked like Sam.
No.
You will see it. The guy who reaches for the ball. Oh, that is stupid foul on Jota. Gonna get booked as well, probably. Right? No, he didn't get booked. Dubravka man of the match. We'll see. For now it is, but we're still losing, so doesn't really matter. Liverpool with the free kick. Goes out wide. Goal kick. He's gonna give a corner. For what? Nobody touched that like. Did it? Oh yeah, Jolinton just with his head. Corner kick Liverpool. Jeez, we didn't even have a corner today. Liverpool had 8 corners. We had,
Really?
No, we had 0. Fucking hell. Salah at the end of the 16.
You know, I think it's funny. You know how Joe Linton protested at that corner? Like he was going on like he didn't touch the ball when he clearly knew for a fact he did. It's funny.
But I would have done the same thing if I would be on the pitch. Wouldn't you? Would you be honest? Like, yeah.
No, I wouldn't be honest. But then, like, you know, but when they give the corner, he's like dead shocked. Like, I never touched the ball, and like, you clearly did, though. Do you know what I mean?
Let's just hope it's passion, I guess. Do you know this person? Jeff Horsfield?
Nah. Never heard of him.
Don't get the joke then. Barbara says Rafa's losing too. What's the score there?
1-0, I think.
Good ball by ASM on Hayden, but Hayden loses the ball. Fraser chasing down Ellison. Ellison going long. Gonzalez wins the header. Shelby kicks it high to Hayden again. Shelby picks it up again. Keeps it. Wide to Manquillo. Lascelles, share, and probably goes. Oh, it goes to Shelby. Now we're going forward. One. And Murphy loses the ball so silly. Jesus Christ. Fuck me. Probably it's Everton 1-1. Christ. Did you just see that?
Yeah, I seen it. Why did you click on it?
What?
Why did you click on it?
On what?
That person. Like, why did you click on the comment when you knew what it was about? I've just put him in a
timeout. There was an accident. My laptop is a little bit laggy, so I tried to click another one, but
fair enough.
Didn't do it on purpose. Did you delete it?
I put him in a timeout.
I see. Days like this, I wished I wouldn't have done the watch along.
You know,
but in the end,
games.
If it wasn't me, there wouldn't be a watch along at all, or just before kickoff. But
the two foreigners saved the live stream. That's what it always is.
Last time Steve was late, man.
Yeah.
Tried to ring him. Oi, oi. What time is it? Almost 10:30. Good defending by Share. Corner kick Liverpool. Was offside. Never mind. Free kick Newcastle.
Did you see Nunez got beat at the weekend?
Yeah.
Someone put something like 300 grand to win 30 grand back from her.
Fucking hell.
You lost.
To be fair, she wasn't in the fight either, though.
Was she not?
Like, I mean, did you see the fight, or?
I just seen the submission. I didn't watch the full fight.
She was beating up Nunez.
Was she?
Yeah. She got caught out a few times with a good jab. I forgot her name, who it was. Oh, we're on the counter attack. What's going to happen? Fraser now. Penalty. That has to be a penalty. By Alexander-Arnold. Oh, he's going to say, of course, he played the ball. Fuck off, man. This ref is fucking annoying. What a joke. Fucking review it, please. Jesus Christ, man. Fuck no. Show the replay. Did you see that?
No, I'm behind you, mate.
I hope Far is going to look at it. Like, if this was Man U or Liverpool side, Far definitely would have watched for it. Oh, he's going actually, I think. Is he? He doesn't hit the ball, man. This is a pen, away. Can we have it one time on our side, the luck? He's not going to give it, though, is he? ASM looks injured.
It's always a great start.
Hippie is so right here. If it was Salah on the ground, it would be a penalty, but we won't get crap. If Madison was a penalty, then that was as well. What you doing, Liam?
I need to see it. I've just
because
my stream crashing and my controller's been.
Clearly, that's a fucking penalty. Oh, eh? Look at it. He goes for the ball and he hits Ryan Fraser. That's a pen, man. Definitely. Come on, man. This is a penalty. Oh, eh? Are you in your screen or what?
That is a penalty. He doesn't get the ball.
No. ASM is out though.
Both of them don't touch the ball.
So that's a pen, right? But Fraser could have Fraser could have get the ball if he wouldn't have been fouled.
Yeah.
He's going to bring Wilson on. So it's going to be on top, Joe Linton and Wilson. It's going to be a pen though, or what? Is it going to be a review or? That's going to get reviewed or what? Fucking hell. Just plays on. What the hell, man? What a joke. Wait, seriously. It's a fucking joke, boy. We're still in it though for a point, but
yeah.
I mean, Liverpool aren't playing the best line. Probably not even play 100%.
Was Wilson on for ASM or was Wilson hasn't came on yet?
No, he's not on yet, but he's getting ready. ASM tries to run it out probably. Looked like just a knock, to be fair, on ASM.
Yeah.
But wouldn't mind Wilson picking up a yellow now if he comes in. Jordy's singing. Where's ASM going, man? What is he doing? Jesus Christ. Fucking hell. You would almost think he's going to the opponent's fucking goal. What's this? He's fucking juggling the ball. Jesus. Is he taking the piss?
What is he doing?
Good question. Surely it's going to be a draw, right? We draw last two results with them as well. Last two games. I agree with Barbara here. This was on the other end. It would have been a pen. Would have been at least on the minimum. It would have been reviewed. The minimum. I hope Stefan is right though. Wilson to score the equalizer. Good defending, Wilson. Well done. Well done, Joelinton. Joe Ellington. Remember the days before VAR when we would just cuss at the ref and then just go on with it. Fuck modern football.
That's the thing though, isn't it? When it does go to VAR, then you've obviously got a lot more people looking at it, and it's just going to have people are going to have different opinions. Do you know what I mean?
Mm. Well, the VAR is there. The thing with VAR, it's invented to get everyone on the same opinion, but still. Oh, we got a free kick finally! Fucking hell! Foul on Fraser by Henderson. He picks up a yellow as well. See, Matt, Mike Dean, what you doing? Are you sure? Henderson got booked. What does this guy mean? Stedman or Stan? Brendan, when is the Christmas revel made? What's a revel?
You said you would give your Xbox away, and I think that's what he means.
Ah, right. Well, when we reach 31k subscribers on YouTube before New Year's Eve, or like before 1st of January, then I will. If that's what you mean.
Yeah, that's what he means, mate.
Okay. Come on, John Joe. Give me that screamer. Oh, it got touched, or didn't it? Didn't. Allison is angry. Oof. It was almost in. Good free kick by Shelby. Shelby has an alright game, to be fair.
Yeah.
Joe Linton plays alright. Fraser plays okay as well, but I mean, still it's 2-1. Like, we're still in the game.
Massively in the game. Like, the last 10 minutes are going to be nervy for Liverpool if it's still 2-1.
Mm-hmm. I mean, just the defense made some errors again. That's the thing, and Mike Dean, of course, but
yeah.
Yeah, and people, the guy said, like, who was harsh on Eddie Howe. This is actually very true. Shelby has improved under Howe, and that's a fact. So
yeah,
that's already a thing that Howe got more out of than Steve Bruce did. I think you can't slack off Howe at this moment now. I mean, the things that go wrong now is just mostly personal errors. Can you blame Ham for that? Don't think so. Good, Martin. Come on. Rigley. What? Mate, we need to score. Away.
No.
Talking to Dubravka as he holds the ball up long again. Shelby's getting up the pitch everywhere, like.
Probably just shows you what actually having a decent training session does to your fitness.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Remember when he was saying in an interview or something that he was knackered after Howe came in, that he went to bed every night at 8 p.m. His lads must be fucking delighted with that. Like, he finally went to sleep early and not wanted something else. Corner kick Liverpool again. I'm going to the toilet real quick, mate. Be right back. Coming.
Oh. But how long is this going to last for? Because obviously Shelby played well under Bruce when Bruce first came in. So, Salah's going off for Firmino, so that's maybe a good sign. Or already went off. Didn't like the smile, mate. Used too many muscles. Richie's just slowly starting. Richie's been declining for like the probably end of last season and most of this season. So I just think Richie shouldn't be anywhere on the pitch. If you ask me.
Wilson getting on. Oh.
ASM's coming off.
Mm-hmm.
If he's not already off.
No, he's not. Still on.
What sandwich you eating, Brandon?
Chicken. Spicy chicken.
Spicy chicken.
Mm-hmm. Let me turn off the fucking mic because you might hear me eating.
Does anyone think Alisson's slow on the ball tonight? Because Fraser seems to be catching him quite quick. Oh, you've got to be serious. Mike Dean is such a terrible referee.
I did say that, Andrew, but again, I also said I love meat, so this one is meat in it, so that's why I eat a sandwich.
I think I disagree with all these ASM comments. I know he's in a bad run of form, but I'd rather have ASM in my team than probably majority of the rest of the squad. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, it hasn't been great the last 6 games since House came in, but there's worse players to have. Just quite funny watching Brandon get annoyed without his volume on. How? Oh. We just need to get hold of the ball. That's all we need to do. Just get actually a bit of possession instead of just losing it. But then Liverpool's press is so high. If we just get over that first wave, then we'll be through.
ASM is off.
Yeah, seen, mate. We just need one chance for Wilson to put in the back of the net here, like.
Definitely, mate. Like I said, we could still draw.
Yeah. Because they haven't been great defensively, so when we get the ball up, they seem to be all over the place.
We also look somehow a threat going forward on the counter attack.
Yeah.
Stavely set the game with Murdoch.
Sure.
Aye. Together with her husband, Murdoch Gadouzi. The 2 musketeers. Very much true, John. What a time to be alive, isn't it? For Everton, thanks for the donation. $2.99, pretty quick. Little donor to help with lunch for next time. Cheers, mate. Appreciate it. both. Can't choose. The thing is, right, with Ajax people, they're just arrogant. But with Sunderland people are just daft. So it's hard to choose. Oh, clear it. Come on, Murphy. Good ball by Murphy on Joe Linton. Come on, Joe. Loses it. Needed that foot. Didn't even have dinner yet, man. Came from work. Took a shower. Then immediately had to go on for the watch along. I was dying for some food. I will eat later on after the game, though. I probably don't do the fan reaction as it's already 11:15 here.
That's fine, mate. I'll sort it out.
All right, cheers, man. Appreciate it. If there is even people who want to come on the fan reaction show.
I know, it's sort of died of a death recently, hasn't it?
Yeah. You've got this always the same people. You got Dayan, Dylan, Andrew. They always come on.
Yeah.
But besides them, it's like some now and then you still have Paul, the Australian guy who comes on. But
yeah,
besides that, not much people. Or Jay sometimes come on.
There's that lad from London as well.
Oh,
his name is.
Who do you mean?
Quite tall. God knows.
Probably if I see him, I'm like, oh, Brendan sleeps early. What's early?
No, I think he just means he probably doesn't understand that you're in like Holland.
No, probably. I mean, you still have to eat before I go to bed. It's like 12-ish, midnight, so. Still gonna take a shower. Come on, man. Jeez, man, this fucking clock is acting like it's -5 degrees or something. Hoy. How many degrees is it? Like 5?
Don't know, mate.
With 5, I would still walk in shorts. This guy is all packed up. Scarf, beanie, thick winter jacket. Okay.
So far in the last 15 to 20 minutes, I haven't seen much going forward from Newcastle. Like,
no. Last 10 minutes, yeah. Kind of died off.
Yeah.
But Liverpool isn't doing much either, though.
Yeah, I know, but they can just switch it up and go through 3 different gears. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, they're pushing sorta, but you don't really come through, though.
Yeah.
Mane tried to have a shot and go and just totally missed the ball. Jesus, see that?
Not yet. I'm behind. I think I'm behind you, mate.
I'm at 84.09. Oh, good interception by Richie. Oh, good try, but well saved by Dubravka. Good effort from Keita, to be fair. Keita again. Good tackle by Hayden. But gives the ball away immediately to Henderson. Henderson again. Firmino. Where's everything going? Chelsea picks the ball up. Going long. Towards Wilson. Can he win the ball? Yeah, he controls it. Okay. Go on, Callum. That's a foul ref away. Wilson gets agitated. Push away Jota and Matip.
From Dubravka. Okay.
What was that? Another yellow card.
Here's one,
giving yellow cards, isn't it?
Here's one for you, Brandon.
Oof. Jesus. For the rest of my life, if it was for the day, I would clearly go for the Ajax kit. But
yeah,
for the how long do you reckon Steve Bruce takes a shower? 2 minutes?
Don't know. He's quite a big lad, so you'll have to wash all over.
Jesus, what a goal! Alexander-Arnold, what a goal! Fuck yeah! No way Brock could have done anything about that. Like, Jesus. Yeah. Well, what can you do about this as defense? Oh fucking hell! Wow, that shot made. Fuck me.
When you said that, someone put in the comments saying Willock, and I thought Willock had scored. But Willock came on and scored in like a matter of a minute.
That shot that like. Dubravka had his fingertips on it though, but couldn't do enough.
Huh.
See that?
Yeah.
Fuck
oh well,
yeah.
at least there was someone in my fantasy team. That's the main thing.
This one is easier though. I go for the dinner kebab date with Bruce because I love my dinner kebab as well. Oh wait. You know the thing with the date is it's not bonding or binding or whatever. So can you slag him off after the kebab? Hayden picks up a yellow. We got already like 3 or 4 yellow cards in this game. It's mental.
Yeah.
Liverpool just got 1. I think it was Henderson. I should be shorter with that, like Richie. Oh, here it comes. Shota, right hand side. Gives it to Keita. Shoots it to Lascelles. Shelby. Of course, that's not a free kick. Imagine he would have given a free kick to us.
No.
What's my favorite Indonesian dish? I don't eat Asian food, to be fair. Don't really trust it. It sounds maybe racist, but not a big fan of Asian food. I also don't eat rice or fish.
Really?
I never ate fish in my life before, man. Never tried. But
not even tuna?
Nothing. Just the idea of eating fish makes me.
That's a new bit of information I didn't know about you.
Right, you learn it. You learn every day something, right?
Exactly, man.
What have you never ate?
Oh, that's a good one. Scorpion.
Would you?
Yeah, I would give it a try if I got offered it.
Right? I wouldn't, man. Fucking hell. Like, like, I'm a pussy when it comes to food. Like,
why does Mike Dean run in front of the ball? Has anybody else realised that? You know, for Trent's goal, he runs in front of Trent just about to strike it.
You mean with the goal?
Yeah.
No, don't know. 4 minutes extra time. John, where are you from in the Netherlands, Brendan? Anywhere near Zeewolde? My nephew lives there. I'm from Alkmaar. It's not close to Zeewolde, actually. So it's I think Zeewolde is like an hour and a half drive, so it's not really that close. Shit. See, sometimes my laptop is lagging.
Yeah.
Maatjes haring? Never. I wouldn't eat herring. You agree with this? Colin David says, keep playing with this passion. We will apply to safety.
Yeah. Look, someone else agrees with what I just said there.
Right. Or this one.
Yeah.
What are all these questions, man? Holy cross with you, brethren. Are you a Catholic or Orthodox? I might not want to say. I'm from the devil. Satanist. No, I'm not religious, mate. I just believe in myself and Steve Bruce. Get it over with. 1.5 minutes to go. You reckon? We also picks up now a stupid yellow card, just for the sake of it.
Do you follow that Carl, the American lad, on Twitter?
Who?
Carl. He's called.
Oh, Rittenhouse.
What?
Kyle Rittenhouse.
Don't know him.
Who's that?
Who I'm going on about? Do you not know who he is?
No, I don't.
Yeah. Well, this is a pointless conversation now.
Why?
I was just saying because he's flying from America tomorrow to watch the match.
Tomorrow?
Yeah. Someone else has just put it.
Oh, you mean for Sunday?
Yeah.
Right. That's nice. I wish more Americans would have done that, mate. Like, they support us. I know with COVID restrictions, it's much harder to fly out though from America, but I mean, I love it that they come over. That's a big effort, mate. All the way from America. It's just a bit easier for me to fly out to the UK.
Yeah.
Just to get out of the UK is a more difficult task, to be fair. Fuckers didn't let me go to my own home country. You need a negative PCR test. What? I'm double jabbed. Why? Fuck you know. Had to stay 1 day longer. What a joke. Yeah, I said Kyle Rittenhouse, of course. Kyle Rittenhouse is a very special case that I watched on the internet, on YouTube. I followed this case, and I'm very happy that he's not acquitted. That they said he's innocent, and I do believe he's innocent. And in the end, he killed a pedophile and some other fucks.
Yeah, that's not what we need to talk about.
With self-defense, so very much so. I said Kyle Rittenhouse, he's a hero. Second Amendment. So that was a fun night. Are people really saying Eddie Howe out? Come on, man. Away. Is this really true? This one. France banned the UK.
More than likely.
Always the French. Should we get Andrew in as well?
Well, for scoring the players.
Right. Or should we just leave him out? Just leave him out.
He's cracks a bit shit. Like, so. Bring him in.
Thanks for approval, Liam.
No worries, mate. Anytime, pal.
Hey, you smiled at least.
Was just watching that. I was just so bored. You could probably tell on the stream. Like,
don't blame me, mate. Don't blame me. Don't blame me. That poor kid's gonna fly out from America, and the game's probably gonna get cancelled on Sunday. You know.
Do you know who I'm on about?
I don't know, but no, I don't.
So is you just following random people from America who supported too?
Yeah.
These people from America, you know, that don't come to games, Steve. You know.
He's working anyway, so he won't be watching this.
It's all right.
So you get away with it.
I'll get away with it. Sorry. He'll watch it though, probably. So he's sending us a message later. He will, aye. No, but I see what Liam said before about Mike Dean.
Yeah.
He stood in front of the ball better than John Joe Shelby did.
Exactly, mate. Like, that would have just put people off. But never mind. We lost.
What a shame, because he's had a good game today, and then he's went and turned his back on. He's great hit by Alexander Arnold, though. I mean, however.
Good hit.
You could even see by the sheer power that Dubravka even got a couple of fingers doing it, just literally flew straight past. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. But if he hasn't turned his back, it could hit the side of his leg. If he just goes to him still, he just goes shit, he's going to hit it and turns his back, doesn't he?
See, I'm going to get him.
Story of a season.
Brandon, do you want to start scoring the players so you can go off and...
yeah. I'm going to
get I'm happy either way.
Do you wanna drop Andrew for this and just gonna do this on our own?
No. Well, we'll just do it.
No, drop me out if you want. It doesn't bother me. I'll just watch it. Doesn't bother me. I give shit. I didn't give Joe Linton 5.5, so you know how. I'm
trying to give someone a 5.7 at one point, so you can't.
Well, there you are.
Oh, do you mean me?
The only person that gives really terrible scores is you.
I think Steve is worse than me. Lately, I'm on it.
It was Steve that gave the 5.5, wasn't it? Sorry, I'm Brandon. I'm doing you wrong there. Like, sorry, it was Steve that gave him a 5.5. It wasn't you. Sorry.
Thank you.
My apologies.
I actually went in the chat when he did that. When we were standing outside St. James's, I went in the chat because I had a look at it. Anyway, welcome back to Scoring the Players after a 3-1 defeat at Anfield. We're gonna do Scoring the Players with Liam on my, what is it, left or right?
Left.
Left.
Right.
And Andrew to my right. Depends how you look at it. Guys, I want to start with Liam for Martin Dubravka. I'll give you an easy one.
I think I'm going to give him a 4, which is slightly harsh because I think he did have a really good game, but he still conceded 3 goals at the end of the day, and I don't think you can give much higher. Like the 2 stops, because I think he made 2 stops. Did he make a stop on the first goal and then it rebounded in?
Yeah. He saved it, and then
the second one, and I think he couldn't have done much about both goals. In the third goal, he got a finger to it, but I think it was that hard. So it's probably harsh giving him a 4, but he still conceded 3 goals at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean?
Do you agree, Andrew?
No.
I think it's quite hard.
No, I'd be giving him a 7. I thought he had a good game. He kept the score down in the first half. Good save from Jota, sorry. Another good block in the second half to keep it 2-1. His kicking's not good. We've got to
the shot from Keita, he saved it well as well.
But as a goalkeeper, I think he did his job. Personally, I don't think 4 is a score that I would think about giving him. Sorry, Liam, but
sorry, man.
We'll see things differently. I think 7 might be a little bit generous, but I think it's more on the 6 to 7 side than it is the 4.
I would have given him a 6, to be fair. So, you know, I think that's fair.
More than your players, so you can
like Liam said, he still conceded 3.
He's going to agree with me, yeah.
Coming to myself, I take Javi Manquillo, right back. I think he did already. Not outstanding. Also not much going forward, but didn't do much wrong in my opinion. So I like to give Manquillo just a 5 out of 10. Didn't do much wrong, but what do you guys think of Manquillo? 5 out of 10.
Well, I've given Dubravka a 4, so I've got to go with him a 4. Do you know what I mean? They've still conceded 3 as a defence, so that's all I'm sticking with.
Right. I still can't get over that you give Dubravka a 4 though. So let's
He's conceded 3 goals. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it could have been loads more if you wouldn't have had him.
Two of them are from about 3 or 4 yards out, aren't they? One of them's a rebound. He saved a great save. The other one's a mistake from his defence that sold him out. He's made a good save first. Then he's actually getting his fingers to the second one as well, the rebound.
Yeah.
I think Liam, I think that's a little bit harsh, mate.
Anyway, Andrew, I give you the captain, Jamal Lascelles.
Same limitations. 4.5. No, scrap that. I'll give him a 5. I think second half we didn't defend too badly, and he was a good part of that. But the same problems that we have had for weeks are that he can't play the ball out the back, and Shelby's pass back to Shaw is signs of that because he didn't want to play the ball back to Jamal Lascelles. So 5. Yeah. I can't give him any worse than that, mate. It's Liverpool. I really can't.
Right. I guess I agree. Liam, do you agree?
They still conceded 3 goals, so I'm still sticking with me 4. So I'm blue in the face.
So you're going to be harsh.
It's me as well. The defence may as well get 4s from me.
But then again, like Andrew was saying, it's still Liverpool, and we were.
No, I get that.
We were expected to get better, you know. So
I get that it's Liverpool, but then at the end of the day, we're still lost, and we're still conceded 3 goals, regardless of how good Liverpool played or how good the saves from Dubravka were before the first 2 goals. It's still 3 goals at the end.
But in the end of the day, the first goal should have been disallowed, in my opinion.
No,
I mean,
no.
I think
I would think the whistle, mate. Yeah. I'm sorry, I disagree with you on that.
But the ref needs to blow his whistle if someone has a head injury immediately. That's the rule. So,
but when the ref doesn't blow the whistle, you've got to play to it.
But he should have.
Should have, would have, could have. Yeah, he didn't. You know what I mean?
You've got to play at the whistle, mate.
Well,
it's harsh. It is a harsh one. It is because it was arguably a neck-head injury, and they should have stopped the game. But when they don't stop the game, you just got to get on with it.
Anyway, we still have a shot to go, but first I would like to ask everyone who's watching to like the video for us.
Thumbs up.
As it's not always easy to do these videos when we're losing like 3-1 or maybe losing almost every week. So a like would be very much appreciated. Coming to you, Liam, his colleague Fabian Scher. What would you rate him? How do you think he would get on?
He's already said.
Also, we're just gonna kick out Liam of the chat of the stream because he's just gonna give everyone a 4. Probably. I see what he's doing.
He did have his greatest games. He had his moments, but we still haven't seen the best of Shaw yet. So I'm still. I think
so
he's getting,
4.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with a 4. That's all. I think if the brothers get a 4, everyone's getting a 4. So. I just think we still haven't seen the Shaw of Rafa yet, and it's been like what 2.5 years, 3 years.
But don't you think he was better than Lascelles today, though? I did.
I don't think Lascelles done much wrong. I don't think both of them could have done much for either goals. Do you know what I mean? It was just their movement is far better than anything we're ever going to be able to train with.
Yeah.
Like, if it's not Salah shooting, it's Mane shooting, and then it's either one of them following it up.
The way they recycle the ball, we cannot do that in training. You're right. You're bang on there, Liam.
But yeah.
Sorry. Going on to... could we really rate Lewis, though?
How long was he on for?
40 minutes or something.
14? So I would say Lewis is non-applicable. So I will go to Hayden.
I was actually going to give Lewis a 6 because he only conceded 1 goal, I think. So
right, fair enough, mate.
His job done. He kept a clean sheet.
And that's the guy that didn't like him last season as well. So he's staying alright there.
Yeah. I've actually quite liked him this season. I think he was just terrible last season, and Bruce didn't help him out whatsoever.
Right. Anyway, still, we're gonna rate Lewis as a non-applicable. I make the rules here today. I go for Hayden.
You're not missing out Richie. What are you doing?
Well, he was a stop, so I wanted to do him like afterwards.
No worries, mate.
If that's all right with you.
No, it's not really, but it's your show. So.
Oh, there you go. now we're talking. I would like to give Hayden a 5. Nothing special, but I'm not that harsh as Liam for giving everyone
with me for Hayden, like he gets the tackles in, wins the ball, and then he just loses his head and then just passes it straight back to them. So it's like he does all that hard work for him just to put it back under the cosh again.
Yeah. He's a bit like James Purchase, and he works hard, but he hasn't got much technical ability.
Yeah.
But in the end, sometimes you need players like that in your squad, but if the rest is not doing anything special either, or creative.
But if he wins the ball, then passes it straight to the opposition team, it's pointless in winning the ball. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah.
Bang on.
It is.
Bang on, mate. He did it time and time again today.
Yeah.
Andrew, I give you the honor of Jonjo Shelby, to be precise.
For 60 minutes of the game, I think he was our best player.
Yeah.
We're seeing. I've said it on another channel this week. I honestly think we're seeing a different Jonjo Shelby since Eddie Howe took over. We're seeing the Jonjo Shelby that joined when I remember I was in Portugal when he signed for. We played West Ham. We hadn't won for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. He plays a 70 diagonal ball out in. We're actually seeing that player now. He's confident in shooting from the edge of the box, however,
still room for improvement.
He'll turn his back on that third goal for me, and I can't forgive him for it. If he just carries on, walks and hang on, give us a second, mate. I will give him a 7 because I think for majority of the game he was probably our best player. Him and Fraser probably were our best players, and we controlled the midfield for a little bit, and he was the key.
Yeah,
right. I agree. Plus, he had the goal. So
great goal, whip on the ball, brilliant. Keeper was wrong-footed, but great whip.
The only problem with Jonjo at the moment is obviously we're trying to pass out from the back. In the last 2 games, he has to have conceded a goal because that's what he keeps trying to do. And I think he just needs to learn when to just hit it long and when to just play it out. Do you know what I mean? I think that's what he needs to learn.
You got Jonjo, so I give you Murphy, Liam.
I'm gonna.
I can't really remember seeing much of him in the game. I don't know if you think the exact same thing.
Going forward, he was trying to get some crosses in, but
I think he was a bit anonymous.
Never really was successful. Yeah.
I think I'm going to give him 5.
Let me guess.
5.
Oh, that's surprising.
I didn't really see him do much, so he clearly didn't influence the game that much. Obviously, he's probably done quite a lot of defensive work, but we're still conceded 3 goals at the end of the day, and that's how I'm going to bang on out. So
yeah,
Yeah.
I think, it's fair. 5. I would agree with
Yeah.
it. I don't think someone can score higher today as a 7 or a 7.5. Right?
No, I think
But anyway,
it was probably John Joe that would have got the highest. I don't think anyone's been better than him, or probably could say Joe Linton, but
Joe Linton maybe, but
Fraser.
That's where
Fraser
I was
had a good
going
game
into
today.
I agree. I wanted to just give myself now Fraser. As I thought he played good, tracked back a lot of times. Richie even gave him praise for that. For that tackle on Salah, all the way to the how you say that, back line. That probably sounds American, but that sounds like Steve probably. How you say that?
touchline.
No, you didn't say fucking before it, so you're right.
Anyway, I think going forward he was getting there, but still not there yet. I mean, he tries to be dangerous. Got the cross in when the goal came from, although the cross didn't really went somewhere. Nobody was at the end of it. Position of the cross was good, but nobody was there. I would like to give Fraser a 6 out of 10. I'm not sure if you guys agree, but
yeah, he had a good game. Sorry,
I think that's the thing with him. If you play him in these right position for a couple of games, you're going to get the best out of him. Obviously, under Bruce, he was in the team, then injured, then in the team, didn't play well, dropped, injured, and he never got a run, or he was playing at wing back.
Yeah, I would have given him a 7 personally, because I think he digged in defensively a lot of times. Excuse me. Cut out a lot of passes and brought in set 1 counter attacks as well. I just seen a different attitude. If you look at him 6 weeks ago, when I turned on and said I'd be happy with him never putting Newcastle shirt on again, and look at him today, 2 different players. So let's hope it's a thing to come, because if we're going to get out of this, we're going to need more than just ASM and Wilson. We're going to need Fraser digging in, Murphy, other players. We need goals, and we haven't got many. So I think he had a good game today.
Andrew, I would like to come to you and want to have your opinion and rating about Joe Ellington.
Joe Linton?
Yes.
Worked hard, put himself about. God, that's a score today.
I don't know what position he was actually playing.
Neither do I. That's why I'm struggling to score him, mate. Thanks, Liam. He was in the number 10. He was on the left. He was covering the right back.
He was defensive mid at one point. Do you know what I
mean? He was absolutely everywhere. He probably got more tackles on our team than anybody else.
Yeah.
But he didn't really do anything. So I'm like, I'd give him a 6. I don't think he. If commitment's one thing, you're going to give him a 5 for commitment, and then the other 5 is for something else. And I don't think he did much else. So I'll give him a 1 for the rest of the things. But again, another decent performance from him, though.
Yeah,
he's not had a low score for a long time. I know I might have been doing a couple of them, like, but you know, I think he's been good for a few weeks. He's definitely in the side for ASM at the minute. That's one thing I will definitely say.
I think I agree with you. 6.5. I think he was the second best player after John Joe. Also because John Joe scored. Liam, you got the big honor to have Maxi.
Since House came in, he hasn't played. Apart from Brentford, he hasn't played well. And I don't know what's up, because I thought under Eddie Howe you would probably see the best out of ASM, which you haven't. So that's a bit concerning. He might just be fatigued, but this game he had 2 half chances when he went through. You could argue he could have done better, but then obviously he's facing a world-class goalkeeper, so I think I'm going to give him a 5.
5?
Yeah.
That's very generous.
Yesterday, so yeah.
I think that's very generous.
We don't have a player that can really replace him in the team. You could say you'd get Miggy. You might get the work rate, but then you don't get anything else from that. Do you know what I mean?
I would have given, instead of him, Fraser more of a chance on his position.
See, this is a common denominator. People saying we've got no one to replace SM. What are we replacing? A show pony? Because that's all he is really this season. Show pony.
Like the thing that gets me fed up is like his decision making and being selfish lately. Like there's so much better option for him to pass the ball and actually get something from it, like a goal or at least a chance. But he just keeps dribbling, and in the end, it ends always in like losing the ball, getting fouled or not get a free kick of it. I mean, it's always like this, and he needs to get like some sort of awakening, maybe from Howe or whatever, and just stop him for a few games. Because
do you still genuinely believe he was injured?
If he wouldn't have been played, if he wouldn't be playing, we wouldn't be missing out much either. Though, like it's not a downgrade now the way he plays. If we leave him out of the squad, my opinion, I wouldn't give him the 2.
I know Liam plays football. I know Liam plays football, and I'm going to ask him a question here. Sorry to interrupt you, Brandon, right? But he was limping like he was giving it this. I need to come off. And then the next thing he's doing kick-ups at the side of the pitch on the foot that he's been limping on, and then gets tackled, which isn't a foul, which gets given as a foul. Liverpool break on, and we get a foul. There was no way he was injured there.
The only thing is, I would just like to hope he is in. If he was injured, he was injured, and he just didn't want to come off just because he couldn't be asked. Do you know what I mean?
I honestly think, yeah.
I think he is just having a bad run of forms, but probably he's been the one person that's kept winning the league for the last 2 seasons, arguably.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And he's entitled to have a bit of bad run of form, and we've played played Liverpool today, Leicester last week. Do you know what I mean? So there's going to be times players have bad games. Do you know what I mean?
But these are when you get tested, and his character's been tested at the moment. And I question it at the minute. Like, you're doing kicky ups on one foot, you get tackled, then you're limping across the pitch on the foot that you weren't limping on 2 minutes ago, and then you shout at your manager. Then he plays a pass over to Fraser, volleys a pass over to Fraser, sprints 10 yards as if everything's fine, and then he's limping again. You're like, are you injured or you're not injured?
Yeah.
If you were that injured, you would have kicked the ball out. So, I think it's all up there with ASM. If you can sort that out, the rest sorts itself out.
Yeah.
Just getting to this point now, he's going to be a little bit of a headache all the time. Like, you hope he gets it one moment that he does the genius things. But most likely nowadays, it's not really that anymore. It's just a momentum footballer for now. I mean,
I totally disagree with that comment you get on the screen. Like, I would never sell ASM unless we went down. Like, there's people. I don't think people realize how good of a player he can be, and even when he's having a bad day, he still gets up the pitch. You kind of see that for Miggy all the time. Do you know what I mean? You kind of see that for Fraser, because obviously I haven't seen enough of him. And Joe Linton is now playing in a centre mid position, so he's not going to get with favourite of the piece, because I think players, like I said earlier, players are entitled to have a bad run of form, and I think he's just going through a bad run of form. Do you know what I mean?
There's not very many players in the league can do what he can do.
Exactly.
Anyway,
I probably agree that he does need to maybe be dropped or
kick up the arse
for a while. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm totally with you for that one. Anyway, moving on from ASM to myself, with Richie first up, came in for Lewis after he picked up an injury after 40 minutes or so. Didn't do much wrong. still conceded 3. I go with Liam's style, probably 4 out of 10. I mean, didn't do much wrong, but also not much special either. So 4 out of 10. Could have been worse against Liverpool, so conceding 3/2. 4. Want to move on?
Yeah.
Not much to say, I think.
Some of my comments on Matt Ritchie, I'm not saying shh. I'm not saying no this season. I thought he did well the second half, personally. Like, so, yeah.
4 out of 10 is fair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Andrew, coming to you. Who was the next sub, actually?
Wilson.
Was it Wilson or?
Yeah, it was Wilson and Willock.
Oh yeah, Willock came on later. Yeah, okay, you're right. Andrew Wilson coming on.
Seen very little of him because I spent the last 5 minutes in here. If I'm perfectly honest, so I don't think it's that fair that I give him much of a score. But I mean, how long was he on for?
15 minutes.
15 minutes max.
Not applicable, I would say. If so and so was not applicable earlier, I don't think 5.
Okay, so yeah.
I remember him having a decent run and getting fouled, but other than that, I don't really remember him in the game.
I could have done that as well, making a decent run and getting fouled.
Yeah.
Who would have fouled me? I mean,
if I'd have been him, I would have made sure getting the booking. I would have went in hard on someone getting the booking and then missed the Man City kick.
That's what I said. Like, do you reckon like he's just got to pick up a yellow card just for the sake of it?
Was it 2-1 when he come on, or was it 3-1?
He came on at 2-1. Willock came on just before 3-1.
But just shortly after he came on, it was 3-1.
I'm glad you've not given us Willock because I didn't even realise he came on.
Liam, coming to you. Last
not a big one, mate. I don't even think he touched the ball, to be fair. Like,
fair enough. Let's leave it by that. Anyway, let's start with you then for Eddie Howe.
Me?
No, Liam first. Start with Liam.
It was a tough game. I think we were in it for the majority of that match. Obviously, the third goal just killed it off. It wasn't a battering like you could have. It wasn't as bad as we improved on Leicester, is what I'm trying to say. But at the end of the day, I think we still need to remember that it is still Liverpool, probably going to could win the Premier League and Champions League. So 3-1 defeat isn't the worst of scores. At least we scored against them, then ruined me clean sheet bonus, but never mind. But I think I'm going to go with a 5. We're seeing slight improvements, but it's still with defenses leaky. We've conceded 7 goals in 2 games and only scored 1. It's not the greatest of.
But can you change it overnight though? Is it really to blame to Howe that he doesn't get the defense sorted out immediately?
I get that, but then you could argue that now our goals have started to dry. I don't know, we weren't scoring many goals in a Bruce like, but Eddie Howe's going to be this attacking manager, and we're not really getting much attacking lately. I don't know if I'm just looking too much into the last 2 games.
That's the teams who you play as well. I mean, we played Leicester, we played Liverpool. Do you expect us to play?
You got to remember, it was a weekend Leicester team, though. Do you know what I mean?
Right. But in the end, they were still all over us. I mean, they still had a good squad. I mean, I would take probably more than half of the squad for us. Of that Leicester side that played us.
The only game we played well in under Howe, really, scoring goals-wise, is Brentford.
Yeah.
So I agree with Liam. Yeah.
So you give him a 5. Andrew, what you give Eddie Howe?
Yeah, I'd go with this. What did 5 you give him? I'd give him 4. 5. Yeah, I think that's.
I'll go along with that as well.
The only thing I would say is I think Joe Linton is probably more of a culprit to be taken off a little bit earlier with him being on a yellow card. With the work ethic that Joe Linton and Miggy have got, it's more like for like. But I mean, that's just opinions. Facts are that we've got to be 3-1, and we've offered a fair bit the first few minutes. We're getting a goal. But, God, we've got the same problems we had under Bruce, if I'm honest, mate. We kind of keep the ball at the back. If anyone ever presses we're high, we're in trouble.
Yeah.
The fact that I would give Howe as well a 5 is like we were in it in the game for like at least 75 minutes. Took the lead, conceded a silly 1-1. Not really Eddie Howe's fault. Second goal, third goal. Second goal was to blame to Shelby. I mean, the setup was quite alright. I probably would have played Wilson though, so I think a 5 is fair. Mostly was personal errors, I think.
I don't agree with the personal errors. The 3 goals today, apart from the second one with the Shelby pass, I think the first one you could argue that we had 2 defenders down. If them defenders went down, he would have been offside or there would have been a line.
Right.
And then the third, the third one, you could argue Shelby could have got it quicker. He could have got in the way, but then how much is a yard? Is that really going to make a difference?
Don't think it's quick. It's braver.
Yeah.
It's that or that, isn't it?
Yeah, but I think it is hard on Shelby. But then you've got Mike Dean running in front of the ball, which then doesn't help things. You know what I mean?
Every game Mike Dean referees, it's all about Mike Dean.
Yeah, but we'll move on to the next one. I think that's all we need to do now. Obviously, we knew this December period was going to be horrible for us, so it's just going to be.
I think this is really true, though. Howe hasn't got the players to implement his philosophy yet, so that's why January is going to be really interesting, in my opinion.
Yeah, Man United's nowhere near what these 2 teams are that we've just played. By the way, I don't think Man United's as good as anywhere near the level of Liverpool.
Yeah.
So we do need to take this into mind and have that mindset when we go to Man United. We've just scored early against Liverpool. If we do the same against Man United, we could sit back and get a result there.
Yeah.
Man City's entirely different, but
like it might not even. Oh, it's Man City this weekend, isn't it? So
yeah, Man United game for me.
But then some clubs are pushing for the Premier League to be postponed until the end of January.
Yeah. A lot of games have been cancelled the weekend already.
Yeah.
Like the only thing that's gonna save us is that all the games until now, which are coming, are all getting postponed, and that taking us to over the January transfer window.
Yeah,
that will be the ideal situation, and that then luck might be a little bit on our side. I mean, January still has to come, and the players still has to perform if they come in, and if we bring them in. I mean, it's not a guarantee that they will perform immediately well, but it can't be worse than now. But it's not a guarantee. That's what I would like to say. Like January isn't a guarantee. Like it gives us hope, and if we could stay in touch and distance, we are likely to maybe stay up, but it's not a guarantee. Of course. I mean,
so in your opinion, is the likes of Longstaff and everything in contention for starting against Man City? Because Eddie Howe said he's going to be given an opportunity to show his worth. And if anyone's going to come in from in January, he's got to have an opportunity to put himself in the window and also show Eddie Howe what he's worth. So is it going to be Man City?
I think with Man City, it's a throwaway game, isn't it? So you could try and rotate, but then are you really going to get the best out of your player when you're just chucking them in just for chucking them in sake? Do you know what I mean? So I think it's going to be an interesting one.
It is. Because if he chucks them in against Man United, I honestly think that's a game we could get a point out of.
Yeah.
You do.
Anyway, lads, that was scoring the players. Thank you for watching so much, everyone. Don't forget to like, please. Our man of the match on our side was Junior Shelby, getting a 7 out of 10. Let us know in the comments if you agree with the scores. And I think it's time to move on for fan reaction. I think Andrew would like to stay on together with Liam. I just gonna head out for some food. I'm gonna make myself some food, take a shower, and then I'll go sleep as it's already 11:30.
Getting on there, is it?
Say that again.
Getting on there, is it? Time.
Yeah, it's getting late. It's getting late.
Take care, mate.
I'm gonna jump like Andrew, thank you. Liam, thank you for the stream. Carl as well.
Right,
and maybe see you on Sunday.
Yes.
We'll see. Okay, mate. Ciao.
Yeah, pal.
All the best, mate.
If you do want to come on the fan reaction show, then the link's in the description, I think. Somewhere. If not, we'll
surely someone's got to disagree with Liam.
Yeah. We can talk about anything you want. You know what I mean? It doesn't even have to be Newcastle related. It could be anything. It could be about the awards we won yesterday, or the Be a Game Changer campaign. It could be anything. So
yes, well done on that, by the way. Sorry, I forgot to congratulate us.
It was all me, so
all you. I did comment on your Facebook post, but
I see you, mate. But yeah,
nice to see that a few lads getting on YouTube can make a difference to other people's lives, eh?
Yeah, that's all it is, isn't it? It's just you don't need to suffer. I think that's the problem with men. Is obviously we think we're big and tough and strong, but you need to open up and talk about things, because it's I watched this video yesterday, and it's a permanent solution to a temporary problem. Like if you do commit suicide, so you know what I mean.
Not to get morbid, but I said quite a few times first few times I ever came on the channel.
Yeah.
I wasn't in a great place. I was off work with medical problems, and watching, being able to just, I'd never seen any of my friends. I couldn't leave the house. This was my get out. Yous really helped me. So yeah, it's great to see us getting an award, because although I'm coming on regularly now and everything,
yeah,
I would never have thought in a million years if someone said to me, "You're going to go on YouTube every week and chat for a couple of," regardless, I would have thought too much about what people would have been thinking, and I just get to the point now where it's nice to see the likes of yourself, Brandon, just chat with us.
Yeah,
if people don't want us on, they'll put it in the comments, and I won't come back on. It's as simple as that.
That's what we say in the group chat all the time, but you just keep coming back.
I'm like a boomerang, mate. Thanks.
But yeah,
but I can't do one if you want. It's very easy.
But yeah, if anyone wants to come on, we can talk about anything. We can talk about COVID, probably not, but we'll probably leave one like that. But I think, did Everton draw 1-1 with Chelsea?
I believe so, yes.
Right. We'll give it a 35 pass, and if anyone's joined, we'll
give it a knock, yeah?
We'll give it a knock. Because I think it sort of fell on its head recently.
Just shame, because there used to be queues to get on.
Yeah, no. At one point, I couldn't get in to actually do the video. But we'll just have to wait.
Put a Twitter shout out saying...
I don't have access to the Twitter. I'm not trusted with that one yet.
Right.
I just do the Facebook side.
Shame I missed the night out anyway. So I was the Ben wasn't well, and I was gutted. I missed the pool. I've got to play the pool guy. I got that bored of watching you playing. I knocked it off. I don't even know who won.
Me.
Right, you took that long. I'll be honest.
I know, because I thought I played well, and I went to my missus. I was like, "Oh, watch this! I played unreal at pool," and we were watching it back. She was like, "Yeah, you were terrible." I was like, "Yep, I thought I was a lot better on the night."
Did she fall asleep as well before you finished? Did she?
Pretty much, yeah. I think loads of people were like, "Oh, I went to watch that," and you were taking too long, so I just went off.
Next time you just go out. I'll pop out and we'll go somewhere with a proper pool table, and we'll have a game of pool.
Definitely, mate. Because
the only thing I've ever been good at in my life. Yeah. I've played for Northumberland County and North Tyneside County a couple of times, so
yeah.
But it's the only thing I've ever been half good at. So
because there was a pool hall opened, or snooker hall opened in North Shields.
Yes, Paul Rinaldi, snooker. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know the guy that runs it. Yeah.
Yeah. Because we had a membership there before COVID kicked in. We haven't been there for a while now.
He used to have one in Whitley Bay. It was on the corner, and he moved to North Shields. He's the next snooker player, Paul. He's a great lad. Get yourselves there. If anyone's watching and likes the pool or snooker, get there. He'll make you welcome. He's a coach as well. He can give him a few quid in it. It doesn't matter how good you think you are. a couple of minutes with someone that's been at world level makes a difference to your game. It does. It really, really does.
Because the first time I played snooker, I went, "Oh, it's not much different from pool," and then then you're like, "Oh, it's so much different." Like even trying to pot a ball, like just how long the table is.
Yeah, the snooker I started pool when I was a kid, and then I went to snooker from 13 till about 17ish.
Yeah.
A well-known lad in Northeast, Andy Hunter, spent a couple of hours once just teaching us, just hitting the ball straight up and down. I'm like, I'm paying to get coached, and what a difference it made to me game. It seems such a stupid thing. You had to put the white ball on the brown spot, and a bit of chalk where the brown was, and just hit the ball up and down the line. And if the weird off the line, you knew you weren't queuing straight. My highest break's only been 92, but I mean, you're talking about the lads like Elliot's. I was sitting in there a couple of years ago playing in the Whitley Pool League, and Elliot's last I missed a yellow for a 147, last yellow.
Yeah.
Now, if that was one of us, we probably would have broke a queue. He just picked the yellow up, set them back up, started again. And I'm like, I just missed a yellow for a 147. What the? Yeah. Different level.
We've got someone in the waiting, so I'll bring him in. All right, mate.
Hiya, boys. You all right?
I'm fine. Yourself?
Yeah, good, man. What did you think of tonight?
Just frustrating, wasn't it? Well, it wasn't frustrating. It was. We at least we're scoring. I think the performance was there. Was just Liverpool are just world class. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, obviously we're expecting to get beat, but I mean, I don't think it was too bad of a performance. Could have went worse, but I said there's just there's a lot of dead wood in that squad that needs sort of shifting on, and we need, obviously January is going to be the biggest. I mean, it's going to make or break our season really. So just depends who we can get in.
What did you make of ASM tonight?
I think he worked hard, but then it's just his decision making, his final pass, and that it's like that chance where he just ran across the box. Fraser made a good run. He had options to his right and left, and he just ran it into trouble. And it's just like you see him do it constantly, and it's just he's getting a bit frustrating now. To be fair.
Yeah.
On that subject with TSM, sorry to put in there, Liam. Going back to I mentioned something before. If you were on the pitch and you were playing with TSM, would you say something to him, or are you not surprised that more players aren't saying something to him, saying, "Come on, you need to." You know, when he's making bad decisions, if it's a defender making them decisions, the goalkeeper's going to scream at them. So if it's an attacking player, why isn't the midfielders doing it?
Is that for me or Liam?
Yeah, sorry, to yourself, mate. Sorry.
No, I think I would be screaming a few times, because it's all right once or twice, but when you're doing it he's starting to do it about 3 times, 4 times a game, and then it's like just the amount he's starting to lose more than he's sort of succeeding.
Bring it to the table.
Yeah, I mean, but don't get me wrong, he's got talent. The boy's class, to be fair, on his day. But I mean, you can only do that so many times before it's starting to have a negative impact on the team.
Hit the nail on the head there, I think.
Yeah, I'll say.
So who would your first signing be in January?
I mean, it's got to be a defender, but I mean, no one's going to give away like one of their centre backs in January if they're like starting in and out. But I would think we're going to have to get someone on loan really, and I think it might have to be one of the top team centre backs that aren't playing. Probably, I would say Nathan Aki. He might be the best we can get.
I didn't get why people
I don't rate him, but I rate him more than I know what you mean, mate. But I rate him more. Lascelles for me, he's one of the worst players on that pitch. I mean, you saw it tonight. He was so close to giving away another penalty tonight. I mean, he's almost like he's giving away a penalty sort of every game. I don't know, was it the past however many?
Well, we've had 6 penalties so far, and 3 have been because of him.
His missus did say he was generous at Christmas, so you know.
Yeah. But yeah, it's got to be
Botmans, get him from French League.
Who, sorry?
Botmans, is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah.
He looks a Dutch kid. He looks a good centre half. I think if you're looking at who you're going to be able to attract, French league, English league, I think he'd come, especially when you're going to probably 10 times his wages, really. So,
but like, well, Trippier's meant to be pretty much a done deal, isn't it?
Perfect signing him. He is perfect.
Why would he come? What's he got? Why does he want to be in a relegation scrap with us? That's beyond me. That
he'll see the project. I think he will see the project. He knows the Premier League.
33.
31 actually.
A couple of years.
Yeah.
Well, 31. All right. Well, yeah, maybe he's got a bit left in him.
Sorry. At 31-year-old, if you're going to get a bumper contract and the prospect of a project, if you stay in the league, he will bite your hand off, I think, personally. Bite your hand off.
I agree with that. If the money's there, then of course he'll come.
And he's not the type of character, is he, surely, to shy away from a challenge, I don't think.
No, definitely not. But
if he was 33, I do agree with you, though he wouldn't have. I thought he was 32 originally, but I think a 31-year-old, he's been in this Spanish league for 2 seasons. He's won the league last season with them, so he's not got much more to do in Spain.
Yeah, it's very, very doubtful that they'll win the Champions League after Atletico Madrid.
That's it. Yeah. What more's he got to do at Atletico Madrid? Yeah. I might have the blinders on there, but I think he'd be a perfect sign.
Well, he's probably twice as good as any fullback we've got at the club.
He'd probably come in and be the best footballer we'll have in the team, if I'm honest. Yeah. All rounder. So we'll see. Yeah. Midfielders.
Even when I saw Jamal Lewis pull his hamstring today, and I thought I've seen Matt Ritchie warming up, I think flipping heck, he's gonna have rings ran around him by Salah. It was like we need fullbacks as well. We need the whole back fours. I mean, I think Manquillo is probably the best one in my opinion, because I don't even think Shah's a brilliant centre half. I think he looks good sometimes, but he's trying. Even today, the amount of goals we're conceding from them, trying to play out, and then someone does something stupid. It's like he's meant to be a ball playing centre back, but is he really that good on the ball?
Yeah, I agree with you there. But then you could. We just don't seem to have any. It just seems we're all on different levels, or not. Like no one's on the same page essentially. Like everyone's on different chapters. Like if we're all on the same team, it would be a team that would gel well. But it's just frustrating to watch sometimes.
A lot of chat about Dele Alli. Now, if we get Kieran Trippier, would Dele Alli be more tempted if we got Trippier, because they've worked together at Tottenham, England. It would help Dele Alli set in, which seems to be the case. That he's just. It's obviously a mindset thing at Tottenham with Dele Alli. I mean, we've all seen the ability the kid's got. It's a lot of the rumours are it's the things that he does away from the football pitch that's affecting his football. So
then how many managers have tried to make Dele Alli good again?
Yeah, exactly. You've got that. Exactly.
Just 2 seconds. I'll quickly bring Paul in soon as he's here to join in on the Dele Alli conversation. What do you make of Dele Alli, Paul?
Hello, lads. You all right?
Yeah, yourself?
I'm not too bad, apart from that result, Better than 10-1.
It is.
True, man.
So you were talking about Dele Alli?
Yeah.
He's another one of them, and he's been there, done that, but we haven't seen much of him of late.
Mm-hmm.
I think the last thing we need as well is another person with a bad mindset could ruin. I mean, it could just make it even worse. I know he's got ability in that, but sometimes you've seen it with people like Aubameyang this week. He's been dropped because he's got a bad mindset. I think Dele Alli's. It's the last thing we need.
Well, maybe. I think if you remember, Jose Mourinho was at Tottenham, and they did a program, and he pulled him to one side, and it was out there open for everyone to see. And he said, "Look, you're going to look back on your future, and you should have done more. And look where we are now, and he still hasn't done it. And he's in Tottenham.
He's got a point to prove now, though, hasn't he?
he has, but he still hasn't done it. And
can he get in the team?
Tottenham are terrible. Do you know what I mean?
Can he get in that team?
He's in a big team with a big club. They're a big club, Tottenham, and they've got a massive stadium. But you've got all these upcoming England players coming in now, and he's falling behind them as well.
Because he's not risen to the challenge of people. Like, you know, it's happened to many players in the past. You know, like Lingard when he was at Man United, he was in the Man United side. They started signing all these players. He never got in the side, went to West Ham and had a point to prove and did well. I put Dele Alli. I'm not saying Dele Alli's going to do exactly the same as Lingard. What I'm saying is he's got the same fight to have. He's got to prove his point. You know,
does he want to prove? Does he want to prove it though?
Does he exactly?
You wouldn't
I
know.
don't see him come to Newcastle doing anything different, mind.
That's it.
I don't see him for him now. And this is a big thing to say, like, but me looking at him, I see him as a Jack Wilshere. Loads of potential, but never reached it.
Yeah, really, he seems to have peaked too early, hasn't he?
Of course, he has.
I think Wilshere has a lot of injuries as well. I totally get what you're saying. I think if it's a loan deal for Dele Alli, he's worth the loan fee to take a gamble on. You know, you're not buying him. You're not forking out 50 million to buy him. You're literally saying there's, say, £5 million till the end of the season, with a view to buy him in his wages, say, for example. And if you can get 80% of his best out of him, it's better than what we've got by a mile.
But we've always chased around after midfielders. We brought that Wilcock in, we brought this one in, we brought that one in. I think sometimes you have to go back to the basics and look at your foundations. Your goalkeeper's getting on now. He's what, 32, 33, I don't know. He's getting on. You've had that other lad, Dolo, he's been there for how many years? Progression, never moved forward.
8 years, I think.
Freddie Woodman, who's never really, really been given a chance. Then your defenders, Lascelles, he's about as fast as an IKEA wardrobe. He's physical, strong, but agility-wise, he can't compete in the Premiership. Fernandez, who's injured obviously now, he's better than him, and he's 5-year-old on him.
Agree with you totally on that one.
And then you talk about your Shelby's and your Haydens. I think when you look at Rafa, he had something where it worked. We were very defensive. It wasn't very attractive. Kept winning the Premiership. Yes, we're now playing on the front foot and it's more positive. But the foundations, it doesn't work. So it's one of them where you need to get the foundations right, but also be able to play on the front foot. And now we went 1-0 up, and normally in a normal match, you'd be like, get in, come on, let's push on. As soon as we got the 1-0, it was a case of, I wasn't positive. I was thinking, when are they going to score? And then bang, they scored. And it was a bit of a crap reason how they scored. Still scored, though. They were always going to score 2 or 3.
And the frustrating thing is, like you've just said there, is once we went 1-0 up, you're expecting Liverpool to come out with it. And the problem was, it wasn't their quality that created the goals. It was a bit of a mix-up with an injury for the first goal. And the second goal was a mistake from John Joe, exactly as you said, John Joe Shelby's back pass. So we've done ourselves really in the first half. You know, we could have theoretically went into the second half 1-0 up had we not made mistakes.
Do you not think sometimes a new manager's come in and he doesn't want to make the morale too bad? And I know they took a photo when they all won and it was lovely, but sometimes do you not think it's good where, a bit like this new Man United manager who's come in and he's not scared to say no, yes, no, yes. And what I mean by that is maybe you do need to take Lascelles' captaincy off and say, okay, Wilson had it the other day and they played better.
Yeah.
And maybe it needs a little bit freshen up. A different word, a different person, a different voice. I just think if your captain's always making mistakes, the rest of them are like, well, how can I take note of him if he's always making mistakes?
I think a lot of the time for me, I don't know whether you go to the games, but when I go to the games, I watch the captain, and I've been to many games when Lascelles is captain, and he doesn't fill me. It's not someone that I would go, yeah, I'd run through a brick wall for him, or I'd listen to him. Personally, it seems as if it's just shouting for shouting's sake. I don't know about you, but as you say, Wilson got it. I think Wilson's deserved it simply because he's led by example this season. He's the top goal scorer, and he's deserved it. And Lascelles hasn't been up to the task. So
I think the manager's also got to make sure that no one knows that they're undroppable as well. Because if Lascelles starts feeling that he's undroppable, then
exactly,
he's not.
He missed a trick tonight because he should have dropped the SM.
You what? Sorry.
He should have dropped the SM tonight for me.
I think you've got to leave him in though, because he is, on his day, he can. We've seen him countless times change a game. I've never seen Lascelles change a game in my life.
Yeah, Sam's one of them players who is so frustrating. Don't get me wrong, he is a game changer and he can do this and Ronaldo chops and step overs and this and that. But you give him a little bit of a clip, a little bit of a knock, he's rolling around and night to night, oh, me hamstring or this or that. It's a little bit too soft. You're in the Premiership, you can't go on like that.
Yeah,
I agree, mate. I agree.
You can't go on like that.
Totally agree.
You've got to get used to it.
Yeah, I don't even believe it. I don't even think he was injured to the point where he had to come off. I think his heart had just gone. He's gone.
I think we lost your audio there, but yeah, I agree.
His audio's gone.
My back on.
In the top left.
Okay.
It's a shame because he was talking sense by the sounds of it.
Am I back on there, lads?
Yeah, you're back on there. Sorry, we missed that.
I just think it's when we talk about I'm talking about kids football. We talk about mentality, the physical, the social side. I just think the mentality and the physical side, he lacks quite a lot. Technical, tactical, he's really good, but the physical and the social, he's not interested.
Yeah, the fight, isn't it?
Yeah, it's one of them where I'll look really good on the TV against your Liverpools and your Man Cities and your Man United. You keep yourself for them 2 games, and he probably will get picked up and go elsewhere. And I don't blame him. But we need players who are going to stand up and go, "I am who I am." You can do all this flashy stuff, but we're in a dogfight, and you kind of have someone going to war and going, "Get me off, get me off." You want to stay on.
I call them the Hollywood players.
He's a great player, though. Don't get me wrong. You cannot deny that. But I'd rather have someone like Matt Ritchie who's shouting, bawling, and having a bark at you, and he's not happy. I'd rather have someone like him on the pitch.
As long as he's not playing left back.
5 times a game.
As long as he's not playing left back.
I was going to say, it's like, to be fair, I'm going to disagree with you on that one. I think, yes, you do need that mentality, otherwise you are useless, but I'd rather have 11 Saint-Maximins on the pitch than 11 Matt Ritchies.
Your score would be 112-15 or something. I'm totally with you for entertainment purposes. I love ASM.
If you put everything together, you would have a great player.
You would.
Yeah,
you would.
Definitely.
You would. Yeah, he's the guy that gets you off your seat when you've had a couple of beers at the match and you're like, yeah, and then you come back in.
He has a question for you, Zolan. If you had to pick one position for the January transfer, what position would you pick?
Centre
Defense,
back,
midfield, or forward?
Centre back.
Right back.
Right back.
Right back. Simply because we're all half decent teams have decent wing backs at the moment, and if you've got a decent wing back, your centre half can work with them. And if we get Fernandez back after a few weeks, Fernandez and Shaw will do an alright job.
He's not coming back. He's gone.
We don't know. He's only got a thigh injury.
He'll not come back. That's him gone, man. I think personally you need a good centre half, a real good centre half, or you need a forward, because the fans after 45 minutes were singing Callum Wilson's name, and he didn't come on to whatever minute. And the thing is, if he's injured, you've got no one.
Yeah.
Goals keep you up.
So would you only let, because obviously there's rumours Dwight Gale's going to go, would you only let Dwight Gale go if you bring someone else in?
Well, if you're the richest club in the world, it shouldn't matter who goes.
Exactly.
But to be fair, it's about availability of who you can bring in to replace him. Because if you can't start letting players go, and then you losing squad players, because then if you get injuries, then you've got you've got no one to come in.
But you've just said that, but they're about the right wing back. How much money is he going to be on coming in?
Yeah,
Depends who you
I'm talking about wages. A right wing back coming in, he's going to be on more than any player in that club.
Yeah,
I'd rather spend money on someone who I know isn't going to do a job just on one side of the pitch. He's going to do something that's going to keep us up.
You can score all the goals you want, but if you can't keep clean sheets, you can't play out from the back. The problem we've had all season is we're centre halves get the ball and they try going in the middle of the pitch and they give the ball away because we're wing backs are way too deep and midfielders are too high, ASM. So they try to go in the middle of the pitch to play out and they can't. For me, for the last 3 seasons, we've been crying out for wing backs, both sides. But I just think right back at the moment is important simply because we've got Richie and Lewis that can play there with Premier League experience. We're relying upon Manquillo, Kraft, who isn't a right back, in my opinion. He's not even a footballer. So,
to be fair, in all, Kraft's actually been playing well for him recently, though.
Agreed.
So.
Agreed. Yes. He's a physical specimen. I stood next to him in Newcastle and I was like, how does anyone win the ball near you in the air? He's a specimen, mate. But he obviously, the problem with him is technical ability. You know, some players like Joe Linton, for example, 6'4", built like, Hercules. He's like an Adonis. If me and you had to try and mark him, the problem is the timing of the touch isn't there. The quality of certain things aren't there. And that's what we're missing. You can look at Liverpool. They've got the best right back in the world, arguably, or one of the best players in the world playing right back. Chelsea have got Reece James, one of the best players in the world playing right back.
Yeah.
Then you've got the likes of, Arsenal, Kieran Tierney on the left side, Tavares. Every top team have got good wing backs, or left backs, or right backs. We don't have either.
They've got a good midfield and good defenders there to cover them.
And they've got a good high press.
We've got to start somewhere.
We've got to start somewhere. I know what you're saying about the wing backs, but I just think at this moment in time, to stay up, you have to score or you have to stop. And as a wing back, you're not going to score and you're not going to stop.
I think we are scoring goals. I just think we're conceding. One of the worst in the league, I think.
I like to see how many goals were scored. Won't be that many.
More than some teams. I checked today. We're not that low. Wolves have got 13. We've got about 17, and look where they are in the table. So
correct. Yeah. You bang on, mate. We're scoring goals. It's keeping clean sheets. We've only kept 1 clean sheet all season.
Yeah.
Scary when you think about everyone calling Rafa for being very defensive, and it's the same with Everton. But
where's Everton?
Somehow he did it with Newcastle.
Reece, I think I'm going to call it here because I want to go to bed because I've got work tomorrow. So, but thank you so much for coming on, lads.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
we'll probably be here again on Sunday afternoon, Sunday night. I can't remember what time kickoff is. So if he's off free, just jump on after the show.
Thanks for coming on, guys.
Yeah. Cheers again, lads. Thank you again.
Later.
Bye.
Good luck, everyone. Cheers, Liam. Cheers, mate.
Bye bye.